10 seconds. So prepare. We're waiting. And the button has been pushed. Everybody say hi. Hi.
What's up, every pony?
We're so back. Welcome back to
back.
the mlptg, the Bannermanes. But what will happen today? Yeah, episode 124, the Folly of Fashion. But what will happen today, that is for me to know and you to find out. As for what happened last time, would you care to explain to me, Miss Hop?
Wait. Oh, right. The case, right?
Yes. You said you had some details from me.
Yeah, I have tons of details. Actually, I got pictures too, but that's not the matter. Matter is, we solved it. We saved the city. Oh, that would have been embarrassing for everybody, especially the CIA's. Those guys, they don't know anything. Now, here's what happened. We found them, all of them. They're in the they were in the in one of the bell towers of the train station. Wait, no, not bell towers, clock towers. Sorry, same thing. Fucking clock towers, whatever. They're just there, all of them, raked up with bombs. Was a whole mess.
Bombs.
Trust me. Bombs. Yeah, actually, no, she's gonna open up the door. Was brought as evidence right here. Gonna slap it.
Yeah, you just open up the door and there's a bomb there?
Yeah. The big one.
Oh my god, why did you bring that in here?
It's evidence.
Clearly uncomfortable. She's looking at the bomb. Is it diffused?
Of course. What am I, stupid?
She looks between you and the bomb and does not answer. Continue.
Fine, I'll bring it to the CIA. Maybe they'll like it. Anyway.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay, wait, where were we? Yeah, bomb defused. 5 minutes before the clock ran out. It was a whole mess. Meanwhile... Wait, what's going on? Oh yeah, Mr. Baxter also helped us with that. That was fun.
Mr. Baxterson? I thought he was retired.
No, he's not retarded, ma'am.
No, retired.
Right. No, look, he only had dementia, but some of our healers fixed it. He's back to normal. Almost.
Right, okay, Mr. Baxter, and she's kind of like looking over, I assume you put some documents, some things that were like, a report,
yeah.
She's like reading it in tandem with each other, and kind of like looking through any photos that you might have got.
No, don't look at this one, skip that one.
What? She looks at you. Why did you hand me this if you didn't want me to look through it?
Oh, it wasn't the camera crystals. Shit.
Okay, she's like reaches up into her bun. She pulls out.
Nope.
She pulls out one. This one's a blank one. I want you to tap these together, all right, and transfer photos from this one to this one, the ones that you want me to have, because I'm going to be holding on to this if you want me to do anything with it. Do you understand me?
Right.
Here you go. She hands you the two things. Yeah. Come on, like any day now. I've got to get this story out. If you want.
Right. What was it? Anything else that?
No.
Right,
this is all rather fantastic. All things considered, we are planning on doing a piece about tangent nights tonight. But I think if I'll have to write fast, and she's already got like the quill that's next to her, right? It's just scribbling away, and she's kind of like looking at it. That's as fast as you can go, and then it goes.
Right.
The feather goes up like it's shocked and starts going faster. Like.
Long story short, we have. Long story short, the team was in the clock tower. Meanwhile, we had with the help of Ophi and Mr. Baxterson, they were handling the situation downstairs. A bunch of robots showed up out of nowhere.
Robots. I take it that's right. Robots. It's always the robots, isn't it?
Oh right.
Oh yeah, lots of robots.
Yes, and I'm counting some people here in these images. Yes, and 1, 2, 7. Is this him? Is this that ticker person?
Didn't you meet him?
And then she kind of like blinks. Right, yes, okay.
You had an affair with him?
It's not an affair, she says, like giving you like a kind of an angry glance, a little bit.
Okay, it's okay. I don't mind. we'll do stupid things from time to time.
I'll have you know I am perfectly single, and I'm happy being that way.
Wink, wink.
She squints. She's like squinting as if you're making fun of her, and then deems that you're probably... And no, she's probably just retarded. You know, like that's right, and the rest of your party, I take it you're already off in the direction of the ball?
Oh yeah, they gotta prepare for the runway.
Alright, well I do too, and she gives you a little pat on the head. Pat, pat, pat. This is all wonderful information. If I have any other questions, I'll be sure to have somebody send you a question or two, but I think I have enough to go off of here. And she's like looking through your notes. You've documented this exceptionally well. What are you, some kind of detective?
No,
Only the
Maybe.
absolute best.
No. I just don't like not knowing things.
Well,
This works
Miss
here.
Tammy, please be sure to remember that Ophi was absolutely instrumental in the success of this mission.
yes,
Right.
I'm not going to make her poor little eyes cry for the whole camera's head and everybody to see. Nobody likes to see an ugly Kieran, much less me.
And since you write for the Cala Daily, you should also note that Wickerwind and Balcony Blitz looked absolutely fantastic in their suits.
Oh yes, of course. Look at them. She's like looking through.
Yeah, she can see that for herself.
She's like looking at it. Well, of course. Well, you have done well, and she kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit. I suppose wrapped up a case that I was looking into, so I guess. And she gives a little bit of a little bow of her head. I apologize to you, she says to Ophi, and in the direction of Ophi and Sarsaparilla, for being so mean.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Nice
that'll
step.
teach you.
Wicker
Next time
nudges
we won't abuse
Ophi.
the bugs. Yeah, you like it.
Next time I won't spill the beans on a hot news story.
Well, no, she seems like all things considered, the level you guys
Sincere.
are, like passive sense motiving would pretty much elude the fact that she is incredibly happy with this particular story, and she's like the little quill that's going next to her is just the little smoke, like there's smoke next to it, literally, like it's just going, it's right in the thing. She's clearly concentrating it on it, though. I mean, like her horn is kind of like lit up, right? She's writing it in the off.
Oh.
Right. Well, I have to get this article done. I have to. Hang on. And she steps up. She has to like move around the giant ass bomb that you guys had put in the Cala Daily, and like she kind of like looks over. Presses, and all the people like kind of stop. We have a new story to print out here. We're going to push back the Tangent Night story a day. All right? And he kind of looks over. They're like, one of them just kind of like looks up. Cammy, what are we gonna print in the meantime? And she kind of thinks a little bit. Call it Banners Bust the Baddies. How about that one? Yeah, I'm on it. You know, and they start getting to work. And she looks toward the rest of you guys. All right. Well, you'll see it soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, I've got to write it, like I said. I'm almost done, actually. I tend to do that thing pretty fast. I have to get to the crystal ball eventually myself, but I do believe you also have to be there. The runway is soon. What are you still doing here? Go! Go, go, go. And take this bomb with you!
No, it's yours.
No.
No,
It's not hers.
We're giving it to the CIA.
Yeah, we're giving it
Oh.
to the CIA. Here, this is the bomb, by the way, for anybody who's.
I'll carry it, I guess.
You know how big this thing is.
Are you strong enough?
I have a bag of holding.
Or it can fit in a bag of holding, then this thing can too.
Yeah.
Oh, we can just roll it.
Let's hope it's not some kind of interdimensional bomb.
Roll
that we
it!
Actually get.
Yeah.
It
Roll
is
what?
round.
Oh. Physically roll.
We've been diffused it. We can roll it anywhere.
It's a bomb with a
It's
portable
diffused.
hole
It's
inside.
not incapable of going off.
Whoever's
Sure, it's
Annihilation.
fine.
whoever's rolling the bomb, I'm gonna need like a athletics check from you.
That's on me.
No one's rolling
Just-
it.
Try to push it for shits and giggles.
Is that a nuclear bomb, Anon?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's the.
The first nuke, right?
Considering the damage that this thing was gonna do, that Mimli told me about. Yeah, this is definitely a nuclear bomb.
Ooh, Bellhop has nice athletics.
Yeah, bellhop, I don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it all right. There you go.
I did not know that.
that. All right, and kind of rolling it along, bellhop. You're pushing, and I mean, like, you see like a couple folks like in that are not cami, like in this place. They kind of stop when they watch, and they just go like one of them. You just kind of hear mutter with your "That's odd," right, bellhop. They're just like, "What are they feeding those bell mares? God damn!" Like,
Bless America.
yeah, pretty much. And then down the steps it goes, because it rolls.
Don't let it go.
Oh god, we're just rolling. Oh, it's out of
Hey, I'm
control. It's
dropping
going
so
down the
much
street.
stuff today.
It's going down the street.
And there it goes. It just starts kind of rolling on its own accord, kind of going
No.
a little downhill toward the bridge back to the crystal ball. Coincidentally enough, of course.
It will be guided responsibly.
Who is guiding it responsibly, I should ask.
Mr.
Wicker
Baxter.
will definitely help
All right.
guide it responsibly.
Let's see the responsible guiding check.
What is the check?
Athletics.
All right, Wicker, do us proud.
I get why I have to do this. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to ask to handle a bomb responsibly.
It's a matter of just carrying the bomb. I can do that.
Oh shit.
Wicker, that is
Wicker has
enough.
good athletics too.
That's enough to guide it responsibly. So long as somebody is pushing or it's got a little momentum, you can definitely guide it with that. Now, I mean, you might have to tell a few people to move out of the way, which I think you're perfectly capable of. But they're more than apt to move out of the way from the giant rolling ball thing. And then step by step, rolling all the way up. You get to about like the guard station here to get back into the ball, and of course, the paparazzi's there. And they just like look at the giant ball, and so do the guards, the CIA members, right? Like they're just kind of like looking at it. And
We're
then
here to speak with the CIA.
and
What's a ball without a ball?
Yeah.
Let's cover Wicker.
They put up their, hoof to ear. They mutter something, mutter. And then none too much of a moment later, you hear like a little pop from inside the guard's tower for a second. Then walking out is, of course, Agent 6. Alright, I'm needed.
Hi.
Yes, we have.
This is yours.
We bring bearings of great news.
Seems to me you bring bearings of something large and spherical.
We bring bearings of
Yes,
boom.
This needs to be secured immediately. Also, here's a list of all the civilians that were in the clock tower. Everyone is safe and sound.
Oh, she looks like mighty pleased about that. She goes over to the big circular thing. Ting, ting, ting. What is this thing? Right? And she's like,
A bomb.
oh dear God! Like all the
He's responsible for
all the cameras start like get the mention of bomb.
It was about to blow off the whole bell tower. Clock tower.
Moon Planner unfurls his wings. No comment. No comment. Yes. This is a bomb. But don't worry. Bellhop here defused it. We just
Alright.
need to get it off the street.
All right.
Oh,
all
we
right.
have. There's 3 more in the clock tower, by the way.
And she kind of like looks at it. Right, we'll get right on it. We'll take it from here. And Moon Planner, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Mr. Baxterson with you?
Yeah, he would have been coming back with us. So yeah, Mr. Baxterson needs a front seat, so Moon Planner needs to secure that for him.
Yeah, so long as they're traveling with you, they don't seem to really have a problem with you bringing somebody along. It's just like one of them, like a couple of those members, they actually like, they give him like a Bannermanes salute. Good to see you back, sir. And like he does the same thing back. Smiling, glad to be back.
I'll post a token.
Oh yes, he had to rush home, of course, to to get himself ready for his front seat, right? So naturally, where is he? When he comes back, you guys are treated to Old Bird Vaxterson.
Hey, look at him go.
And he has his finest spoons with him. Yeah.
Cleans up real well.
I'm gonna put a hoof on his chassis and see if the paint is still fresh.
Oh no, it's definitely not. He just like I guess he just replaced his head into his suit chassis. Like.
So this is a completely different suit, and he's just a head. What?
It's very confusing how this bird is still alive.
Yeah, I wonder what
could have
would have happened.
amputated his chassis.
Do you think some more healing might could actually restore the rest of his
No,
body?
no, if you heal him too much, he might go back to crazy.
I mean, I could always try. Just depends on
I think
what's making him crazy.
I ain't crazy, he says, like looking back to you guys.
He's not crazy right now.
Oh, not anymore. Okay. I mean, I don't know Griffin longevity. Maybe they're built different.
I don't know, something that guy did, and he points toward Wickerwind. Cleared my head right up.
Good job, Wicker.
Oh, yes, well, of course.
And,
I'm glad I could help.
and he tips,
You look very nice. You clean up very well, Mr. Baxterson.
Indeed.
he gives like a bow, but it's just his neck joint just going wow, like just like up and down. And he smiles. All right, now let us in, you. And he points toward the CIA agents. Right away, sir. And they let you in. And you guys go up the steps, the whole 9 yards. Get yourselves into the ball. That's about when like the auction guys about this time, like up here. You guys probably have exited the auction, or the other, are filtering out, like that kind of thing. You guys exit the auction. Probably take a look at the clock tower in the distance. It reads about 8:15. And or maybe a little bit before, like that kind of thing, 8:10, 8:15, and that's when you see like the other guys kind of like walking in, Old Bird Baxterson, Wickerwind, Balcony Blitz, Sarsaparilla, Moon Planner, Bellhop, all them's wonderful folk right over there. Triple, all you guys see them, Swift and that kind of thing. I'll place your token right here. I'm assuming you guys are gonna meet up here.
Who is that?
Hello?
Who is what?
This is CIA agent Baxterson. He came out of retirement and helped us save all the civilians and stop a terror attack.
And I do it again. Wait, yeah, I do it again.
Ah.
But he is my guest of honor tonight. He is my +1, so he's going to be sitting right up front as we go down the runway.
What is Fireheart going to say about your +1 being not her?
Oh, I haven't told her yet, but she'll be on the runway too, so I'll be up there with her.
And Fireheart probably like is around at this current, because I think she went over to the auction. Well, she was at least probably around the party or outside the auction or helping out the CIA and stuff. She pushes up her glasses, probably comes into the scene. Technically, I'm not jealous.
Fireheart, there you are. Sweetheart, I want you to meet Agent Baxterson. He came out of retirement and just beat up a whole bunch of robots, helped us save civilians, and we were able to defuse all these bombs, including this big, gigantic one.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Baxterson. And she gives a salute for timeless glory. For timeless glory. And he gives, he gives the salute back, right? And he looks at the rest of you guys. Why aren't you saying it?
Glory for the timeless.
1, 2, 3. For
timeless
glory.
Hey,
I already said it earlier.
Yeah. And
We're
I'm
that
not
to
even
say it
sworn
many
in.
times today. We are Bannermanes. of course.
There's some glory to be had, lads, but we better get to the runway before Magnifique kills us for being late.
Hold on. Did you guys buy anything good? Did you get me any gifts at this auction? What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot the auction was taking place.
Oh, there was
The thing, out of character, what thing is Raj is referring to.
Oh, right.
I'm just generally asking about how the auction. You don't have to give it back yet.
No,
Yeah,
but
but-
I think
Who?
did Triple
had
had
it?
that, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
Triple?
I think Triple's.
It was either Triple or me.
Yeah.
I might have had it.
It actually might have been you.
Yeah, it was you bought it, I think.
Oh, yes, it
Actually,
was
no. Kathy bought it.
Cafe,
bought
yeah,
it for you.
Cafe,
She bought it
yeah,
for us,
bought
yeah.
it on
Mm.
behalf of Electra, so Electra
Yeah.
would have it if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I think so. Let me look in my.
I'm not sure if you put it in your inventory or not, but you would have it.
Okay.
It's a very
I-
imaginary item.
So
Bought some beautiful crystal flowers. He will brandish such a bouquet of just looks like they're very shiny crystallic flowers.
Wow, they match your coat.
They do, but they're not for me. He will make sure they get to the turn and give them to, of course, to Jinx.
Aren't they beautiful? And she like looks at them. She's actually like her eyes soften. They don't look so like jinxy, one might say, but like like soften a little bit. She actually looks super happy with these. These are the most wonderful flowers. Takes a big old like Kieran, breath in of the flowers, and they smell beautiful too.
And we also got a tiger. Well, I bought a tiger, but that's a different story.
Why do you need a tiger?
I didn't need a tiger.
And that's when you guys probably hear a roar in the background, kind of going in the direction from the auction house to the Crystal Castle is Misty, who is like pulling along a lion, like, "Come on, mittens, let's
That
go."
poor creature.
Yeah.
Why did you buy her another big cat?
Oh well.
That is the last thing that she needs.
I had reasons.
What
But,
reason does she need a fourth tiger? Okay, I trust you, but it's weird. Is all I'm saying.
He's got a bit of a grin right now.
So that
He's
is
not-
why you wanted to buy that lion.
He's not talking. He's not saying too much more.
Yep.
Kind of getting good with Buckback? Or no?
Oh, speaking of Buckback, he bought Moon Planner. He bought one of those. Do you remember that fraction of a map we got from
Yeah,
Semitone? Was it?
Yeah, we got 2 pieces. One from Semitone, and I can't quite remember where the second one came from.
Well, Buckback has a third piece.
Oh,
He bought it.
well, we need it, and I'm sure that interaction is going to be interesting.
I'm
Without a doubt.
sure it will be. I'm triple sure.
Were you not able to secure it yourself? I would have been more than happy to pay you the difference.
He put 50,000 gold up on a painting. I wasn't about to do a bidding war with him on a small treasure map.
A lot.
I see.
We will have to finesse our way into that.
There's other ways of getting a hold of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of getting a hold of things, look what I got from Auction Master Pushpin, Cersei. And Electra pulls out the fancy book.
Oh, they made other ones, and because she doesn't like
Yeah.
Cersei doesn't know that her fucking book's missing.
Electra just raises an eyebrow. What do you mean? Isn't this yours?
What? She starts feeling around her book bag and notice that there's it's not fucking. Wait. How did... She fucking just walks up to you, fucking like puts her arm around your fucking shoulders and like kind of like takes a step away. Where did you get this?
I just told you we bought it from the auction. Looks like
But why? Wait, why?
it was on sale. I'm assuming the auction master and kind of. Actually, I've got a feat for this. Just a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, this exact situation.
I have a feat to tell you who has.
I gotta find my feats.
Beep, beep, beep.
Feet. Is it here?
Ah, yes.
So it turns out Auction Master Pushpin probably lifted this off of you. It's not something uncommon for him, but you can think
That tiny little bastard.
There's a reason why I call him a little shid. Anyways, you can thank Cafe for covering the price of it.
I
Cafe.
thank you for returning this to me. This is very important. She
Hey,
starts
what is
putting her
that
hoof
book,
on it.
anyways?
I don't know, but
Ooh,
I think I've been trying to find it out.
I like
Now,
It seems
I don't think
I-
Electra has actually hoofed it over to Sarsi yet. So, is she able to like some detect magic on it?
Look,
Sure, sure.
I don't think you need to look at that. It's got a fucking face made up. It's a real it's somebody's face glued to it. I don't think that thing's safe.
You cast detect magic, Electra. This is both, yes, magical, and also the most powerful aura in the area.
Holy smokes! There's something very
Well-
powerful with this book.
Aside from any of your artifacts, they're about on tier, actually.
artifacts. Oh,
Sarsi, that looks dangerous.
It's got a lot of magic on it.
where'd you pilfer this from?
Erelon, you know, I just found it laying around.
Hmm.
That sounds extra dangerous.
Well,
I
if
saw-
you want, I mean, of course, right? We're going to need power. You know what's out there.
Well, I mean, it is your book. And Electra just hands it right back. Just be careful with stuff like that, you know?
Thank you. And she puts it square away in her book.
So it's not a cook.
Listen, don't be worried.
Is it
Don't be
is it a
worried.
cookbook?
You know, it has. I don't really know what it has in it. I've just been flipping through the pages, and sometimes I ask for things, and sometimes it gives them.
Looks like someone was cooked into it.
Don't worry about it. Let's party.
Okay.
We don't need to
Yeah,
talk
party.
about
We
this
gotta get to the-
dusty old book.
There
gotta
you
get-
are! Says a very familiar voice
Oh,
from
there
down
she
the
is.
street. And you see Magnifique stomping towards you. Stomp, 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 stomp. Come on! I only got so much time to get you. You are really pressing me for time, you know. And she looks
Well-
like very huffy.
I wish you guys good luck on the runway. I'm gonna be watching.
Really? You're not going to be joining us after
Wait.
all your hard work?
Wait, hang on a second. We were supposed to be going down the runway.
Magnifique kind of looks back. Well, either way, whoever is coming down this runway, come with me right now. I do not care if you do or not. I just need several of you right now. Come on.
Fuck it, let's
Okay,
do.
okay.
Let's go. Fuck it.
Hey, Magnifique, sorry if this is an issue, but I am absolutely drenched in sweat.
That is what the staging room is for. We will clean you right up. If you do not think that any number of designers knows prestidigitation, that I would not know what to tell you. We are not dumb. Come with me.
Hmm.
Come on, it's showtime. So if you'll take Jinx's hook with a little bit of a grin.
Oh boy, she smiles. Showtime indeed. And then they're whisked off. Now this is DM speaking. If you don't want to be on the runway, that's no problem. Trust me, I'll have activities for you to do as part of the crowd. So, do inform me if you aren't, because you could be doing something in the crowd. All right, we head up in the direction of the staging room. Hang on one second.
Is there any way for us to distinguish who is going and who isn't, like maybe on the map or something?
Oh
with our
yes.
tokens?
Let me drag in your tokens really quick. I'll let you guys kind of make that determination right here. I gotta you just separate yourselves left and right. Actually, put yourselves on the runway if you're going on the runway. How about that?
All right. Yeah, Moonplaner's finally wearing his tux.
Ooh,
feel like
nice
that's kind
tux token.
Caught up in this whole thing. I wasn't planning on doing the runway, but it would be rude at this point not to. You've made such a nice dress.
Near
Hey,
death triple. Fuck it.
I don't know
let's
if
go
it's-
to the runway.
Actually, oh yeah, him becoming near death was not in this reality.
Oh
I
yeah,
suppose.
yes.
It's less like a runway and more like a giant. Look at how big that thing is. Spans like across the city. You could fit quite a lot
Yeah.
underneath there.
It's giant. Holy, that's what I've been saying.
You know what? I gotta put Ord on the crowd instead.
based order in the crowd. All right, so it looks like Wickerwind's being in the crowd. I assume with balcony.
No,
Bolt?
I can't control that ticket.
Oh.
The token. I don't have control over that token.
There's a second
No
wicker one right
Dabblebeard.
next to mine.
There is also a second Wickerwind.
Swift. You should have owner. Is there a second? What? Oh, there is a second
Two.
Wickerwind. Why
There's
is there
one.
2 Wickerwinds? Okay,
There was one with his tux and one without.
there we go.
Baker Bind.
Bigger
Okay.
than.
Wow.
Ah,
I don't know if I've seen
Triple, you gonna be
Planters
part of the
tux.
crowd here?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Sarcy, you coming on the runway?
Well, they made the dress for me. It's not too often I get to wear a dress.
Ooh. Sarcy in a dress, Hmm.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, Mr. Wing.
They're in my head right now, aren't they?
Ah!
All right. Now, as you get into the Crystal Castle, I mean, like, the people who are in the crowd are, like, can feel free to obviously mingle with your party. I don't think they're gonna stop you, even if you're just gonna be part of the crowd. But you know where to go if, once things get started. So, I assume as a big group, you guys kind of go into the heart of the Crystal Castle here. Behind the dazzling runway lies a world just as magical, the staging area. It's a large, spacious chamber with sparkles that like kind of sparkles with ethereal light, kind of bounces off some of the crystal walls and creates sort of like a kaleidoscope of sorts that kind of dance around the room, and with a lot of like the little magical lights that are kind of around the place. It's nice and brightly lit. The air itself definitely buzzes with energy, that heady sort of like anticipation, excitement, and of course you see it on more of the designers' faces than the actual models. Nervousness as they kind of rush around the materials. You guys see various designers as they're kind of like going around, right? Like some of them have ribbons, some of them have scissors. You know, they're like, give me let me see that thing. You see like probably like Nettlekiss, you know, asking like another designer who like tosses them, you know, like a roll of some kind of like fashion implement, a couple pins, right, just to keep things in place. Thank you. And she's like doing up some like one of her model's hair. And there's other designers here too, ones that you probably haven't seen or heard of. One might consider them the literally who's is what I would chalk them down to be. Certainly not as famous as Magnifique and Nettlekiss, but you know, still famous enough to be here. So you know, that's what they're doing right over here. Magnifique kind of like looks left and right. Very well, our room is just right over here. Come on. They give all the designers around the room. Keep anything that needs to be secret, because you don't want to have too much drama before they run away, she says, like looking at all of you guys. And,
Quite the operation back here.
Oh, yes, it is just before the ball. I have about, and she kind of like thinks, 40 minutes, and then I have to be off. All the designers are supposed to be called up to around the dome, so we may answer questions by the press, she says. And she kind of nods. So, don't have much time to get you in. Come on. And she looks towards some of the other, like, helpers that are probably helping out some of the designers, like, here and there. Probably some starting wizards, some CIA agents, like that kind of thing. And, you three, come help us. We have some, and she looks at Moon Planner, sweaty ponies. Right away, ma'am. You know, like, you guys all get...
See you on the runway, Fireheart.
And she kind of like nods. Affirmative. And she gives a little salute. And upon getting in, of course, you guys are hounded by these three and Magnifique that are like immediately jumping on all of your suits. Like they're quite literally like they're going at it. And actually like making sure that you are primed, proper, you know, like every little thing from like the dust in your hooves clean, like absolutely spotless, as shiny as any part of you guys has probably ever been, save for Swift, you know, because Swift is always shiny. But like and you know, like even it's painful at times too. Like Moonplaner, like they go up, they literally like pull on your eyelids. They trim the eyelashes down to like a yeah, like they're going at it. They pull your hair back nicely just to get it nice and untangled. Like they're doing the whole 9 yards. And
Gimli, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is this what they're doing to him?
Let's see. Let's see.
Power washing.
Yeah, they're doing that.
That's what they're doing to Fortuna.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that to Fortuna.
Yeah, every time they pull on Moonplaner's hair, it's pretty knotted, maybe a little bit matty, so he's screaming really loud every time they do that.
Oh, calm it down. I've heard that you've had worse.
Just put a wig on him.
No wigs.
Give him a mango.
All natural. I, Magnifique, know how to make any pony look good. Better than Little Kiss, she says with a big old smile. And we'll continue doing that. And we adjust your turban, just like so. Wunderbar. And you have your suit. And she goes over to, like, Swift. She's making, and you have everything you need, yes? Look at you, all sparkling.
He's feeling it in his heat fang scaled leather armor. He's kind of looking this way and that way. It looks even shinier than the day I got it.
Ah, yes, of course. Dragon scales have a unique property like that. They like to keep themselves nice and shiny for hundreds and hundreds of years. You could find this suit, I am sure, to your great grandchildren, and they will look just as spiffy.
Wouldn't that be an heirloom to pass down? Thank you, Magnifique.
Of course. And she, as she's kind of prepping you guys up, she starts to kind of like idly tell you guys a little bit more information about maybe what you're going into, is what it comes down to. Making sure that Swift is all dustied up and all that, and that sort of thing. Remember, you all are putting on a show, not killing each other. Any two-bit adventurer can kill a creature, but it takes someone special to beat the competition and wow that dragon up there. You hear? Yes? So.
Yes.
And she kind of nods.
Aye.
Are you, do you know... How many... Show of hooves. Who has seen a fashion show like this done before? And she looks around the room.
Not to this scale, but I have been part of a smaller fashion show.
What?
In the past year.
And she blinks.
Yeah, it was in Caladai.
She tilts her head a little bit.
Are you talking about the runway that we practiced with her?
No. It was an actual fashion show. I had a I had a gold Speedo with a big dollar sign on it. My stage name was Big Blind.
Oh yes, Big Blind. I remember Big Blind.
Very funny, Moonplanter.
It was a real thing, I promise.
She holds up. Yeah, she holds up her. Well, this is going to be unlike most runways. Most runways are as you would expect, right? You go down the runway, you do a little bit of a do, people clap, and so on. Yes, not this one. She looks all of you. Everybody who is going down this runway, every model that is, goes down more or less in sequence at once. Multiple people on this runway go down, and you, as participants, must choose who you are going to try and show up. And she gives you guys all a look. Everybody out there is competing for votes. The magazine will switch, she holds up her magazine, to whoever the Crystal Dragon is seeing is lining up. When she points you out, those particular people will show up on their magazines and they will vote on who is the most fashionable. And the more points you rack up over the course of the thing, the more valid you are to show up in the dome, she says. You ideally do not want to show up into that dome until you have garnered some crowd favor. Get enough crowd favor and she might accept you a little bit more up into there. That is where the big dogs stay. But you will have to knock out a fair few amount of people. You understand?
So are there going to be multiple walkouts and we're supposed to develop some kind of rivalry in between?
Yes, there will be people who will additionally challenge you. They will think that their fashion is better. And it is up to you to strut your stuff, show how much better you can be, and get the crowd on your side.
That's a twist.
I
I'm
thought
wearing
we were
white
just going to
shades by
stand there and
Magnus
look
Too.
good. Why?
Oh,
Why are we competing?
You wish, you wish. And she kind of like gives you a little pat on the head. No, the Crystal Dragon wants the best of the best, and to be the best of the best, you must show that you are the best of the best.
Well, I am wearing threads made by Magnifique herself, so I'm already looking the best.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And I have no doubts that all of you will do magnificently. But I wished to just prepare you for perhaps, and she, boing, maybe there's a hair out of place on somebody, prepare you for what is to come. Though, I warn you, Miss Nettlekiss will not be very nice. Her models are generally, what is the word, very cutthroat. They will not, they play to the crowd a lot more because they're all about the different creatures and how the crowd is different creatures. But,
We've saved cities upon cities. I think a little fashion competition is nothing for us.
Wonderful. Just be sure that once you feel like you have, what is the word that the new younger generation uses? Once you have gotten enough clout about yourself, then show yourself up at the dome if you feel like you are ready to show the dragon what you are made of, and she will pass the final judgment down onto you.
This is tense.
Nah, this is a cakewalk. We've been through more intense things than this.
And yep, she'll continue getting you guys ready. Do you guys have any other questions for her before going in?
Are we allowed to improvise, or are we simply to strut down the runway?
Oh, you could improvise however you want. I remember there was a Kieran, one of my models, way back, liked to roar at the crowd, intimidate the hells out of them, and they loved it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
I've got an idea.
Ah, wonderful. You are adventurers. Show them what adventurers can do. Without killing anybody, she says, and she looks towards Sarsaparilla for some reason. Like,
What? Am I the person that's going to kill somebody?
I don't know. I've just pointed to somebody. And then yeah, it just kind of like looks around. This is DM telling you, yes, you can. There's a number of skills you can roll here. If when you get down to it, if you're using those skills, I expect you to show off those skills, right?
Oh God.
Oh, performance time. Performance checks. Come on.
I don't know if performance will work for me. I have no ranks in it, but I imagine doing some tumbles and athletic-y things would work.
Yes. All right. And she, Swift, she like finishes up your thing and then kind of goes off to the other people, and she's just continuing to go around.
Okay. Has anyone seen Pingwing?
Good question.
Bing
Where's
ring!
Pinkwing?
He's definitely not coming out on the runway. I'll go see if he's out in the crowd, I guess.
I think
Oh,
it's
he
the
better
doctor
come
one
on the
later.
runway.
Maybe
Or-
you can play piano for us.
You! He points to Wicker. Find the bird for me, please. And Wicker would cast Ascending,
Nice.
just asking where Pingwing is.
He hit it descending back. I'm just a little lost. I'm getting a little anxious because I don't really know where everybody is, and I think I'm supposed to go down the one way. Like it's pretty much the descending that's gotten back.
Well, that's not very helpful.
He probably sent another sending back. Oh, and I'm somewhere and he gives you like the general. By this building, right? By here. I'm kind of close to it.
Okay.
We've
I
got a
will
lost penguin.
I will catch up with you all later. He kind of bows to you all and grins at Jinx before he goes off.
How later? We're supposed to go on the runway.
He will be fine. Swift is the one I am least worried about of showing up late. He knows what he is doing. And, gives you a little boop, Electra.
Well, he's got the looks.
You rush out.
I guess he is named Swift.
Yes, swift indeed. And rushing out, you do eventually find the bird there. There he is. Him and Duck are just like looking at a map, like tilting their head. No, I don't think that you're holding it the right way. Oh, I think I know how to hold a map. He says. Oh, well, no, look. This one says N, and this one says S. S should be what does that stand for? South. Oh,
Side.
yeah, side. Like,
there you are.
oh gosh, did I miss it?
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what you were trying to miss. Pingwing, but I need you for a minute. I need you for something important.
Okay. Can my girlfriend come with me?
Sure.
Oh boy, and she does like she does a little bit of a dance, and then she rushes off to. Okay, what have I needed?
Just come with me, and I'm gonna just pull Pingwing off.
Wee, there he goes.
I'll explain on the way.
Okay. And feel free to if you wanna. Where are you taking him?
Oh, am I doing this now, or am I saving it for later?
Oh, I assumed you're gonna be playing through this. But we can move to just some people in the back just for now. In case anybody else in the back had any questions.
I think so.
I'm typing out my ideas. Do you know how many times we're gonna go out on the runway? Like, is it best of 3 kind of thing?
And she shakes her head. No. You see, that is for you to decide, she says, tapping your chest. However many people you feel like you need to knock out of the competition to show that you are the best.
Does this mean we could go talk to the competition? Because obviously violence is absolutely not going to happen.
And you will not do violence, and they probably, realistically speaking, Mr. Planters, they would not be too happy to see you before their big thing. They will just be afraid you are trying to psych them out.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to.
What about cellos?
What was that, Moon Planner?
I said I wouldn't want to disappoint them.
Can we do cellos?
Cellos?
Well, we can't do violence, but can we do cellos?
Shut up.
Are there any like refreshments around?
I don't
yes.
think we should be using. I
There's-
don't think we should be having it.
There is, of course, sparkling water around. I don't see why there wouldn't be.
Okay. She's gonna empty out a couple like glass bottles, and then she's gonna take like a spare like just regular bag she has, and she's gonna wait till nobody's looking, and she's gonna fucking like smash the bottles into powdered glass.
Oh, I thought you were gonna replace it with alcohol to spike it.
No.
Like a
What?
glass.
Why do you always think I'm here to cause trouble? I'm here to win. She says as she's smacking glass against the fucking floor.
I calm it down, you.
This is calm. It's in a bag. I'm not making a mess. Crash, crinkle.
Don't say that word, please.
Say that word.
Crinkle.
Yeah, please stop.
It's just a word. You're the one that chooses how it fucking listens, bro.
Okay.
I now have broken glass. That's what matters.
Why do you need broken glass?
You'll see. It'll be fine.
Broken glass and
Would you-
broken
would you like a
glass and
different
magic books. Haha, Taste RC. Please be careful.
Would you like me to change it
Have
into a
no
different color
worries,
for you,
Mr.
Cersei?
Wayne. Sorry?
Would you like me to change it into a different color for you?
You could do this.
For a bit.
Red. Make it all deep crimson.
You can make it red yourself if you. Oh, never mind.
What?
She's gonna
Yes.
prestidigitate it. Deep crimson.
Oh, thank you.
Crimson.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I guess I gotta sustain that. She will sustain it.
You guys in the room do, of course, see, hear like a little knock. Knock, 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 knock. Who is it? Come in. It's me, says like a voice. And Nettlekiss opens the door. I just wanted to come wish you a very, very, good luck, Magnifique. Uh-huh. And she doesn't even look up from what she's doing. She's placing little bobby pins and all that other stuff. Yes, what's the show term? Break a leg. And then she turns around. Really, do. And then she closes the door behind her. She's just she looks Magnifique just kind of rolls her eyes. Ugh. See what I mean? They tried to psych you out. Now nobody here likes each other.
Oh, well, we should go talk to them then.
No, you will not. That is not how
Right.
this does, because she boops you on the nose. That is how you get things worse than they already are, and then, as adventurers do, things typically devolve into violence.
Well, it certainly won't be violent on our end. I imagine if they were antagonized into violence, they might even be disqualified.
And
Nobody wants poor representation.
And I do not want bad press saying one of my models went and let their mouth run. So you will keep it to yourself.
Okay, so no cheating either, right?
No cheating, no. I'm not sure how you would cheat. You either go up there with good fashion or don't.
Well, we could always slice up their dresses or something.
That would be vandalizing. That would be violence.
Is there
See,
a
that's why-
collective
that's why I'm saying-
spirit
that's why-
Darcy
that's
right
what-
now?
That's why I'm saying we're not doing it, right? We are not doing
Would-
this.
It would violate the NAP.
Electra. Or, not Electra, Madame Fortuna.
Hang on a second, I gotta switch this. What-
Like
yes?
this perk up, and then they snap.
Yes?
You've got prestidigitation, right?
Madame Fortuna does not.
Really?
Okay, well, Electra, you have prestidigitation.
I do.
Wouldn't it be a shame if it looked like there was a stain on one of their dresses?
Yeah,
It
so
would
it would
probably
be
spread
or
out
all
really quick.
greasy.
That would be a shame, but I'm already using it to help Cersei with her glass.
Over
Hey!
coughs loudly.
Can I use the inevitable disaster to produce a stain on their clothes?
There will be no use of cheaty magic. That is not how Magnifique runs. I want to make you adventurers look good, not like a bunch of cheaters.
Is it cheating if we use magic to make ourselves look better?
No, you can make yourself look better, I do not care. But you will not be using magic on the crowd or the other contestants.
I feel like using magic to make ourselves look better. It's a little bit of an insult to fucking Magnifique, who worked real hard on this thing, and no, we're gonna have to improve the dress a little bit with prestidigitation.
Let me preface. You will use magic to supplement the wonderful designs that I have made for you, she says.
Of course. I wasn't
Oh,
thinking about
shit.
changing your design.
I misclicked. I have to reload the page.
Mm-hmm.
No. That little maneuver is gonna cost us 20 years.
Nah, it loads in pretty fast.
See you Tuesday.
What do you call it when you try to bring back old fashioned?
A revival.
Hipster?
Not revival. There's like a word for it.
Resurgence?
Not resurgence. It's where something is old fashioned, but somebody's wearing it and they have a word for it.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, I know what word you're talking about. Dandy?
Yep. I'll Google it. Let me try to find it. I was thinking, what if we gave them some backhanded compliments?
Vintage? That's
Vintage
just
story?
the word.
Vintage. That's
damn
the
it.
word, yes.
Vintage? Okay.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Feeling very vintage today.
Yes. I remember my first vintage run. The whole, everybody was black and white. It was a very zebra-based show. It was quite based. Or no, wait, no, that's me talking.
Based on what?
Based on what, man?
On what?
You know, I don't know why the young ones use that word. It's just I thought I'd use it. Did I use it good? And she looks at
own the
Wickerwind because
list.
he kind of seems the youngest one there.
Yeah, you're hip and with it, Mr. Win.
Wait, how old is Wickerwind again?
Young.
19.
Oh my god, he's a baby
Oof.
fucking zoomer.
She did just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Swift, what are you doing?
Swift is pacing quite quickly. He's not full on galloping because he doesn't want to break it into a sweat, but he's moving pretty fast down a street with Duck and Pingwing, and he's kind of looking back and forth. It's funny. I feel very overdressed, but we'll be back soon enough. Do you know where he lives? I don't remember. It's been so long.
And you're talking to...
Duck and Pingwing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember where he lives. I know, I know, Mr. Mainstitch does, he says with like a little bit of like a... He puffs out his chest a little bit, like, yeah, that guy, like...
Alright, let's try to make haste.
Alright. You rush in that direction. And that's, you more like see him on the way. And there he is, Mr. Amden. That he looks very, very stressed out right now.
Wait, he's here?
Mr. Amden kind of like looks at you. Why on God's green earth are you here?
Dr. Amden.
No, you guys aren't there.
Oh, we're not there. Okay.
No, you're not there. Dr. Amden, pleasure to see you too, lad. Sir, excuse me. You look like you've seen better days.
I had a guard die on me last night. A couple of them.
Oh,
yes. Some gobos decided that they would, be good. Yes, they got a hold of some of the, those little stars, and he holds up his talon a little bit. They got a hold of some of them, and they got in the city, and too long didn't read, some trash can one blew up.
Gobos and
what I could.
explosions. Is Bleakburn okay?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks okay to me, but...
Trust me, all the other guards are fine. It was just the sudden explosion typically does not lend well to a, commoner's body, he says, and rolling his eyes.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but, well, I'm making a little bit of a story of my own right now, and I'm happy to share it later, but right now I need to know where Mango lives.
Mango. He kind of thinks for a little bit. Last I know, he's down that street. He kind of gestures like down like a side street, not too far away from, where the Skeens are. And he,
Yes,
gestures down that way. Probably gives you like a more precise direction on the map. Yeah. You'll notice he has like a big old sign with the front. It says Mango's magnificent something.
Great. Thank you very much, sir. Get some rest. Give him a pat, and then he'll turn and gallop off.
Yeah. And he gives you like a little it's like a half one talon finger salute. He's just like sending you off. And you rush that way. And oh boy, you kind of see Mango's house before you actually get there by the big plume of smoke that just suddenly comes out of the chimney.
And he's gonna go right up to the door, and he's gonna knock on it.
Knock. Give me a moment. And another.
Doctor!
Dad?
Is he a doctor?
Whoa! Says the voice inside. And then the door opens. There's Mango. There's smoke that kind of comes out of the door with him a little bit. Hello?
So she was telling the truth. Dr. Mango? I don't know if... we've seen each other briefly. How have you been?
Please. Call me Eugene.
Eugene. Okay.
I didn't get my doctorate. That goose won't give it to me.
Well, it seems like you've got some mighty concoctions going on here. I wouldn't knock your credentials one bit, but...
I'm glad you've noticed, he says, looking into the smoke. I just finished this little thing, and he pulls up like a toaster, sets it down there. It's very similar to the one you've probably seen before. So, I call this bad boy V7.
What a interesting little contraption.
Yes, yes. Technically, the one in there, he gestures right back, was V6, but, and then he just gestures to the smoke still rising up into the air. This one's better. This one's
Always a work in progress.
Always, he says. Well, what
Well,
can
I don't mean to interrupt your progress. Oh, yeah?
It's like, what can I do for you? Is pretty much what he's going on.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt your progress, but how would you like to take a break and come join us in Kaladai for the Crystal Ball?
Kaladai, he says, like kind of like thinking, isn't that the fashion place?
The fashion place, and right now is the fashioniest ball of the year.
Bah! He balks. But I am not dressed for the occasion. He looks down.
Oh,
at
I've got a suit for you.
What? Who signed off on this?
No one's signing off on it, but it's kind of important.
And he thinks for a little bit. So what you're telling me is that this big ball, how many people is this in front of?
A few in the party itself. Well, even outside of the party, you're going to be photographed and seen for anyone and everyone that owns a Kaladali.
Oh.
Everyone in the city, not just those in the crowd, but those that live in the main part of the city that can attend, will see everything that's in store.
So you're telling me, he says, if I go to this ball, and let's say I was to bring along my beloved V7 here, the whole city would see my wonderful little thing?
Yes. Now, I've got to say, how much humility do you have?
Humility? He questions that word. I have plenty of humility. I'm the most humble person I know.
Perfect. All right. Penguin's got another cast of teleport. We don't have much time.
Oh, I've been wanting to learn how to do that. All right, lad, let's go. He busts down the door. I mean, he's sooty as hell.
You know how awkward it's gonna be when he reads the Kaladali and sees his picture from a few days before?
We'll have to find a prestidigitation or two.
Peck is going to inquire if she can follow them.
Yeah, I think there's a limit, isn't there? Duck, Penguin. Hang on, we got Mango and Swift. Teleport, Reminder 2E. Let me see.
Namely,
She is large, if that matters.
I stuffed 10 Belmirs into a bag of holding.
Right, he does have a bag of holding.
True. I can hold my breath.
Oh, okay. All right, get the bag. Here
The
we
more
go.
the merrier.
Get the stick out your head, though. As he starts doing the spell. You guys pretty much he takes you to the little area where you guys had set up the Aetherstone thing, because that's a really precise way to teleport, and Penguin seems to know that. So teleporting happens, and you guys are slightly off target. I mean, it's he probably was like crystal ball that you guys probably came in. Like over here in front of the city gates or something, it's a little bit in front of things. Well, that's the most accurate I've been.
Thank you very much, Penguin. I do not need your services anymore today.
Well.
And he's gonna head off and pull Mango with him.
Thank you, Penguin.
Okay.
Thanks, nerd, later.
Yeah, thanks, nerd, later. And Duck kind of points. Quick, follow him. All right. Starts running after Swift.
Boy.
Now, where is Cafe?
Cafe. Give me a perception check.
He says to himself as he looks through the city.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Nice. Oh yeah, you spy Cafe, all right. She is kind of off. She's actually got a tiny little bit of not a paparazzi, but a few interviewers around here, who seem to be inquiring about her wonderful new lines of fashion that she had just bought at the auction. And of course, hubby is there. He's just kind of sitting outside the crowd because clearly he's not a very good interviewee, but Cafe likes to talk up a storm.
Mm-hmm. Cafe, there you are.
Oh, look at him go. and he looks at you.
Sort of beams and he shines. He realizes he probably can't reveal just yet. He's gonna No, he's gonna fly over in his suit.
Yeah.
In his suit of armor.
Probably the best that you do that, because you've certainly got everybody's attention away from the big old sooty mess that is Mango. And she kind of like looks at you. Everybody, this is one of my very good friends. His name is Swift. I'm sure you know.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I wish I had a little more time to do so and to interview and to answer any questions. But Cafe, I need a favor.
No? What would that be? And she keeps her voice down. You guys are dismissed. She lets the crowd go so they're not being nosy. And there you go.
I need to borrow one of those new outfits you just bought at the auction. You said those were magnifiques, right?
Yeah. She nods.
Hey, can I borrow one for me lad here? Me matey.
And looks over at the lad. Oh, of course. And she totally looks like you. Like, I would love to see these on the runway. I'm sure that Magnifique would too.
I'm sure she would. Thank you.
Yeah, and she'll just kind of take you back probably into the auction house where they're being held, and in the back is where they have all the wonderful things, and Cafe, of course, is going to kind of like, she holds up like a couple little scissors and things. That's like, I've always kind of wanted to pamper somebody up. Do you mind if I help?
He might. Wait a minute, Cafe the Kieran. I remember Mango had a little crush on her.
Yep.
I just remembered.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And Mango is there. He's just like, at first when you flew over to talk to the crowd was probably blocking, and he's like, where are we going? When he sees Cafe, here's the question. It's just like, it's you. Oh, it is you. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make out who you were underneath all that soot. What happened to your other getup? Oh, but I've always had this on. Well, it doesn't matter now. Apparently, we're getting you in a new one. So get over here. And oh my gosh, Cafe starts to go at it. Now, I mean, 90% of what she goes at is, of course, she's a spellcasting dragon. She goes, whoosh, there goes all the soot, right? Prestidigitation. It's a wonderful spell. And then, past there, it's getting him in. She's kind of like looking through her whole collection, right? She's like, no, this one's for wizards. This one. Here's the Adventus one. Hey, do you like red or blue? Blue. But is there really a difference? Oh, yes. People typically align the whole, I hear there's a lot of little games people play. She kind of like thinks. Yeah, something. Red versus blue. That whole thing going on. She kind of just continues dressing them all up.
Personally, I think they work best as a combination.
Yes. As this is kind of going on, and he's being all primped up and that kind of thing. There's a little bit of a commotion in the main sort of area. Like, once Magnifique has pretty much got you guys all squared away, at the top of that hour, you guys hear the bell tower in the distance ringing 9 o'clock. And Magnifique just kind of like looks up. Right, I have to be off. If you see Swift, tell him to not break a leg. Something nicer than what Nithoki said. I am sure these people do fabulously, she says, not wanting to copy what Nettlekis had told her. Given the best from me, let them know to have one of you send me something in case you have any questions. And then she goes out the door. A lot of the designers seem to be kind of going back and forth. And you guys hear Nettlekis looking around. Where is she? Misty, where is she? Or he. He, rather. I don't know. He's around. She kind of gives a little bit of a shrug. Oh, that inventor better not be late to the show. If he does not show up, I will have some words for him. Oh, I'm sure he'll show up. Don't you worry. And she's like, kind of like, having this discussion before, like, on both cheeks. I'll do my best for you, bestie. Okay, I could always count on you, Misty. And then she glares at Magnifique, and all of them just kind of like peace out. So this point where like all of you guys and all the models can technically start to mingle a little bit as you guys kind of start forming your orders in the place.
How would you all like to be?
Yes.
I'll go first. How about that?
Now line yourselves up on the runway in the direction that you're, I guess, the direction I could call you out in. And realistically speaking, everybody's kind of going up and down if they're gonna be on the runway, somewhat simultaneously, but pretty much however you guys order yourselves. I'm just gonna go top to bottom to resolve everybody's various turns.
I'm kind of nervous, to tell you the truth. It was bad enough when I thought it was just a normal fashion show.
Yeah, there's more bells and whistles than we thought.
I don't mind taking the first. I think I'll make a very good impression on everyone.
Really quickly, does anybody have like a smoke bomb?
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
Oh,
Do you want one?
I would absolutely need it for my performance.
Guess I'll go last then.
Fair
Alright.
enough.
Electra will hand you one smoke stick.
Oh, this is perfect.
It is only a 5-foot radius, so it's like 10 feet across.
Yeah. Alright. And Swift, not even like 10 minutes later, there is Mango. He's looking pretty decent. Like he's not like Magnifique level detail, but it's pretty damn good. It's the outfit's making the person right now.
Yeah, you clean up very nice, lad.
Oh, look at me. Oh, look at you. Yes, look at me. He's like totally trying to show off a little bit, like show off. Oh, yes. He's trying to make her laugh, like that kind of thing. And then, hubby just kind of like peeks in. Hey, enough. Hey, out. And he starts shooing you guys out. Right. Out. Is that your boyfriend or something? He says to like Cafe. Oh, something like that, she says. Go on out there, you kids.
All right, come on. We've got to get to the runway.
All right. Now, you rush into the scene. Swift, you and Mango, and following up, of course, Duck and Pingwing, who have been trying to keep up with you. Okay, we're here. Everybody's here. Swift is here first.
Oh, you were following me?
You were very fast, but I took physical education.
Did you pass?
No, but that's besides the point. Shut up.
Don't bully him.
I've got one more thing before we go out on the run. Let's see. Jinx!
She kind of comes over here.
As much as I love that bare back leg of yours, I think there's something that might just make it look a little bit more exciting. And he's gonna brandish a gift for her.
Oh! And her eyes light up. Oh! She like looks at it. This is stunning. Where did you get this?
We've got connections now, right?
She looks up at you with all the admiration it can be displayed on her face, right? Like she smiles. This, you're spoiling me.
I'm just in a very good mood today.
Well, I will put it right here, and she
and get used to it.
Yeah, she puts it very nicely, like along that leg. It's like it's the feature, like right there, and very deftly she whips it out, lets it spin in the air with her horn for a little bit, and she's it back in.
That and the original hoof jewelry.
Yes. And lighting up that, she lets her dress just kind of sparkle a little bit. This
Hoof
is
accessories might just be hoof accessories year next year. Who knows?
yes. Misty is over there. She is like going insane talking to everybody. She's just like, leave it up to Misty to be super excited for the spotlight. Who would have thought? She's kind of like going over, like talking up a storm, like, I am gonna blow everybody away, okay? And like, there's some people who are like none too happy to hear that because Misty probably blows everybody away every single year, right? Like, as she kind of like looks over to you, Swift, gives you a little wink, and then continues on talking to people. Like, she definitely makes sure they make that eye contact.
You sure you two are related?
Who are you talking to?
Jinx.
I guess we're a little related. She says, like, kind of rolling her eyes a little bit.
I could see it.
But yes. Duck is looking incredibly excited. She's like, oh my gosh, there's a whole... She's like hyping up Ping about the crowd. There's like a whole crowd out there, and they're gonna be cheering, and they're gonna be looking at you. She's like doing that thing, and Pingwing's just like, oh yeah, that's great. It's amazing. Like, you know, like definitely not looking like it's totally amazing. Like they're like she's bobbing up and down, and we're gonna go up and can you make sparkles? And she's fogging out. Yeah, I could do it, I guess. You know.
Huh.
All right.
Well, yes. Mango, you'll. Oh yeah. For anyone who sees, Mango has joined us.
Mm-hmm.
The real Mango.
Mango like looks around. By God, this is an amazing place. And he's like looking around. How do they get the lights like that? And he gestures up. No, it's got to be the crystals, right? It's how he is. And the little like he's got another little toaster in him, and it's like spinning around. It's going like he's like doing that thing, and then. You know, like the toaster will come out and I know, it's so exciting, like, you know, like that whole thing, and he looks over and probably spies Mr. Moon Planner. It is you. He points.
It is me, and you too.
How have you been? And he goes over and he does like the whole like he's hold brohoof. That's pretty much what he's doing. It's like, how's it going?
Moon Planner gives him a brohoof back. Well, we've been saving civilians, and I got a wonderful Kieran in my life now. We finally made it official.
Oh, how wonderful. How wonderful indeed. Well, it is good to see you, well, you dressed up very nicely. Look, they put me in this suit right here, and he gestures to, like, this wonderful suit that he has on.
Looking sharp as ever. Always an impressive jawline.
Yeah, and he totally like, you think so? And he turns his head to the side, briefly has a Giga Chad moment, and then, you know, looks to the other side.
You could cut thin slices of fruit with that jawline. Very impressive.
You know, you're not the first person to tell me that, but that lad over there, and he gestures towards Swift, says I need to be humble. Yes, so I thank you for your compliment, sir. He gestures towards you, like, trying to be as, like, amicable as possible, and he goes back to Swift. Did I do it right?
Aye, you're doing fine. This is the part. Well, I'll just give you a heads up. You know what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
You were familiar with this, but do you know what this runway is?
Runway. He kind of shakes his head a little bit.
It's your opportunity to show off your invention.
Oh.
And your nice outfits.
Wonderful. He kind of like nods. I will do both. Is the second part entirely necessary?
Just be yourself, and don't be afraid of criticism.
Haha, me afraid of criticism? I don't care what people say. You know, the entire city of Goldenport, they want to ban me from the Inventors Council, but they haven't gotten away with it yet. You think I care? And he shakes his head. No.
Attaboy. And he'll pat his shoulder.
Wait, I got a question real quick.
Yeah?
How many people in the party actually do know that this is the real mango?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Better question. How many people know that the mango that we've been interacting with before all
That's a good
this
question.
was actually a fake one?
I think only triple and
I think I
Swift,
do,
I guess, at
just
this point?
because of how involved I was with that, but I don't remember if I was actually told that.
I don't think you were told it. So Swift and triple would be
I knew there was an imposter, but I didn't know there was that the real one wasn't here.
Oh, and also Sarsi, I think.
I don't know how wise I am to that.
I don't know. You went to the bathroom with Triple and Mango.
Right.
And
that was a good scene.
That was pretty fucking funny. So yes, he's just kind of like, he starts that kind of going around and just saying, like, he is definitely an entrepreneur. That's one thing. Like he's immediately just starts going around and being like, hello, my name is Eugene Mango, you know, like, and this is V7, you know, like, and like there's like a lot of the people like just seem like at first, you know, like, yeah, and then like, you know, the little thing runs around and they're like, oh, is that like your pet or something? You know, somehow he has a little bit of charisma about him to keep those conversations going. So at the very least, he seems like he kind of can hold a conversation and show that he's pretty charismatic, all things considered, and he's kind of getting the scope, the lay of the land, that whole thing. As for the beings outside, I do believe Ord, Triple, Balcony Blitz.
Yeah.
No, the Balcony Blitz is in here. Yeah, Ord and Triple like are outside, I believe. Who else was part of that outdoor?
Bellhop, I think.
And Bellhop, right?
Do we?
I think no. I just went with Bellhop. Just went with the group. Was like, what the hell? My husband isn't there somewhere. Might as well just go see how he's doing.
Ah, gotcha.
He was gonna be part of that runway.
Yeah, definitely. Super real.
He is. I am telling you, he is gonna be.
I figured out why you couldn't move your Wickerwind. I gave Bellhop the Wickerwind token for some reason. All right, there we go.
God, what?
There we go. All right, now we got Bellhop here. Yes, Triple, Ord, and Bellhop are kind of outside. The crowd is starting to gather. You guys actually see that everybody is making sure they come armed with their magazines.
I'm looking for shady people who wear long coats that you could take a lot in, wall dwellers, you know, as stuff like that.
It'll be kind of hard put to find any wall dwellers in here with the CIA walking around as bright as it is, and everybody's kind of like excited.
Really?
Yeah, there's not too many wall
I'm
walkers.
gonna look around.
Yeah, like inside. You could give me a blind perception.
We're looking for trouble.
Yeah. I'm looking for people in shady corners.
I mean, there's some people that you see that want to just probably like, you know, they're just having like a couple bites to eat with their significant others without a crowd around. But ultimately, I mean, Triple, because this is an exclusive invite-only event in the middle of like the city with CIA around. There isn't too many wall dwellers and shady people around here.
The only thing left is potentially to see if I can use society. I'm looking for someone who sells drugs. Basically.
What?
In that case, you find one person.
Okay, yeah. Where do I find him?
What do you want?
Oh my God.
I need. Let's see what you've got.
I need your best crack.
One.
I need all.
One
How much
cocaine,
Zerk
please.
do you've got?
Zerk, what are you trying to do? Get crazy?
Zerk is very useful to me. You got it?
Well, I am a morally. Well, you know, I'll have to ask just really quick. Is this gonna get me in trouble?
I don't know. How good are you at hiding things?
I'm very good at hiding things.
Oh, you'll be fine.
He squints. Right, didn't get it from me though. Come on, 20 a pop.
20 a pop. All right. Let's get ourselves, I think, 200 gold pieces for 10 doses of Zerk. I'm gonna want Let's see how much Flayleaf is. And do you get? I'm gonna just need as many Dreamtime teas as you've got.
By Dreamtime, you think I sell that stuff? I'm gonna go talk to
You don't.
Dr. Cafe about that one.
You don't sell. Oh, okay. Well, I can get my Dreamtime tea fix from her. That's the most important of all of them.
Yes,
But-
yes.
Hang on a
Let's get
second,
the-
Triple. You need Flayleaf?
We'll need about. Oh, these are cheap. I'll need 100 doses of that.
Why do you need so much Flayleaf?
Oh no, not 100 doses. It'll go bad too quickly.
Yeah.
He thinks to himself. No, let's just get ourselves 20 doses of Flayleaf and 10 doses of Zerk, which
Triple.
totals out to 20 plus 10 times 20, which is 200.
Triple.
So 220.
Triple, I already have Flayleaf. I have 48 doses of it. You don't need to buy that.
Oh, I could just get it off of. Is Bellhop here with me?
Yeah, yeah. Just,
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. I got Flayleaf. Don't worry about it.
All right, how much are you selling this for?
No, I need to get rid of this.
Oh, all right then. Yeah, I'll take that off your hooves.
Yeah, all 48 doses of it. You can have it.
Jeez.
I'm coming.
That just-
I'm going clean.
That just makes it easier for me then. I'm going to actually be buying 20 doses of Zerk. I've removed 40 gold pieces from my inventory.
Nice.
For 400, I should say, for my inventory. I will add it there, and then he is going to look for. He's going to look for the tea. How much Flayleaf did she just give?
48.
48. Wow, that is extremely generous. He's very. I mean, yeah, that's
You know
very
what?
kind.
You know what? You can have 38. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep 10 just for the sake of it. Never.
That's understandable.
medicinal.
38 Flayleafs. All right, I'll add that here, and then I'm also going to add the 20 Zerks. But then he'll eventually start looking for wherever Cafe is while other people do stuff.
And Cafe is just talking. She's not really in her tea shop, but she's around, and she looks all like happy, like she's she's like talking to the press, like you got to see something very, very cool up there. Let me tell you.
No, I'm gonna try and do something real quick.
What are
To
you
his spot
doing?
as well.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and follow what's her name's Ivory Drop's advice and then do a perception check to see if there's colors around here.
Colors, yes. Give me that. Give me that.
Watch the colors.
Watch for the colors.
Colors?
Whatever that thing means.
You look around for colors. You're starting to see that the most vibrantly colorful things are the runway currently. I mean, like, that's the most colorful thing in the area. Namely the fact that if I had to put down this right here, you start to see some fog spilling gently over the actual runway itself as night begins to fall. And I mean, like,
Alright.
yes, there is of course lights coming from the biggest parts of the city, like right up here and all that stuff. You know, like let me put this. Let me just do this. How about this? So 20, and 20. There you go. We're gonna make it like a little lighter, like that. And the animation speed going a little bit slower. Look at that. Yeah, you're seeing this.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's starting to light up. Obviously, like you got some of the other buildings which are doing that whole thing. Like here and there. It's starting to, like, the CIA and the crystals and working, whoever the logistics for this particular thing is, they're doing a good job. Like, they're really making it pop and starting to. They're getting everybody, like, everybody's starting to point around, like, look at all those, like, look at them go.
I like how the crystal ballroom is still unlit. Oh, never mind.
There we go. Oh yeah, I guess it would be unlit, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really odd. I wonder why.
Yep, that's an odd thing, isn't it?
Did we ever take care of the 4 mirrors?
No, we
that were left
didn't.
behind?
No, we didn't. But at this time, there's probably 1,000 mirrors in there.
At least let someone know.
We did let them know. We did let the CIA know, but that goddamn spell, that goddamn what was it called? The spell that
Non-detection or whatever.
it was like aura of
Or
'Twas an aura. Insignificance.
Yeah, aura of insignificant. I think it made everybody who was investigating that shit retarded. So as soon as we go there, we're
Us
like,
the one that was creating it, he's locked up in some interdimensional prison right now, so it's no longer affecting anyone.
yes, but there's still copies of themselves inside the ballroom. 3 of them.
We need to let the CIA know at least.
Yeah, but it's insignificant. It's gonna solve.
You did. Moonplaner, you did that.
Yeah.
What?
Like, you guys literally had a whole interview process with Translucence and told the CIA about all that stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did let them know.
But again, no, they're probably not gonna take care of it. We almost forgot about it because of this stupid alright effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame that.
In character.
You know what? That's future Moonplanner's problem. We got a show to put on.
Yes.
You know, we got the ballroom tomorrow. If there's the ball inside of there. Oh, that's gonna be funny.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Alrighty. And as like the lights start to come on, that's when you start to hear everybody clap from outside if you're in the thing, or from from like on the streets. Triple and all you guys kind of like hear that from like everybody starting to clap and like point up. There she is, and spreading her wings and looking absolutely dazzling. All of the spotlights, whooshing, like up to the Crystal Dragon who is flying over the city, and you know, kaleidoscopes across like the whole, like from her body, it just whoosh, whoosh, spreads in kaleidoscopes all on the ground as she like does. She makes like a huge, big, like swirly maneuver in the air that, as it kind of follows her, sparkles follow in the shape of a heart, and they all give a wonderful whooping and a clapping. And then she not talking, she's just totally showing off as everybody claps. She lands on the runway and gives a little bow to the rest of everybody. Bow, you know, like there's the flashes of cameras, the whole 9 yards. And she turns to go down from the runway to walk past, like into where the staging area would be, effectively. And that's when, you know, you guys inside the staging area actually do see her, you know, like her start to appear. Everybody just like, yes, oh, she's beautiful, you know, like that whole thing. Thank you. And she looks around. Is everybody ready?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready as we'll ever be.
As I'll ever be.
Fair enough. she gives like a little bit of a wink. But, you know, it's not for the faint of heart. I wish you all luck. Now is your time to shine. And impress me. And she gives a little bit of like a wink to everybody. Like as like a whole. You know, for she kind of like looks around. She can nod, she nods, she looks at Mango, she nods, she looks at Swift, she nods, right? Like, everybody seems to be in order. And she kind of like looks back out. All right, break a leg, everybody. And she gives you like everybody like one more little bow. She was just making sure everybody is ready to go. The moment you start hearing the music, feel free to walk out. She turns around, whoosh. And there's silence for a moment. Silence as everybody kind of like looks at each other. They're starting to size each other up. Give me a perception check, you folk in the staging area.
Mm.
I thought we were going to go one by one or something.
Oh no.
Blind, right? Yeah.
What was that noise?
That was a Fortuna noise, all right.
Wait, what was the Fortuna noise?
He made a noise like he got bad dice, but it was a blind roll.
Very nice. A majority of you guys see that everybody in here looks just as, you know, nervous-sided as you guys are. Some of them seem to be like longer time goers. You see some familiar faces, of course. That of Ravine, who I've mentioned to you guys before. Somewhat enigmatic and mysterious, that quiet demeanor. She seems to be featuring like a dark lunar-themed ensemble. Kind of echoes some nocturnal sort of nature-esque things, mystique, like mystical for, you know, like surrounding the, you know, the look of bat ponies, all that other stuff, all the way up to like one that just seems to be a very chatty unicorn with a rather radiant personality and an outfit to match, all the way down. All these people, various different people, like there are a couple of them that kind of seem to be focusing you guys down. For example, Electra. There is a lot of Kierans looking at you right now, Lass.
No.
Like, looking at you, muttering, and with your perception check, you could definitely hear, I'm taking that one down first, right? Like,
All right.
oh, yeah.
That's gonna be
You know-
okay.
Some preliminaries are in order. Could any of you just reach behind the back of my box and just make
Oh,
sure
boy.
that everything is set to the lowest possible setting?
That's
Electra
a very
looks-
good call.
Electra looks at the friendly fire knob.
Crank it.
What's it set to?
No, turn it off.
The friendly fire knob, for some reason, it's the knob has been pulled out.
Oh,
No, no, it wasn't. Just joking. But
And there's like an
hanging
aggression
out.
something. Turn that down.
no, you want to keep the aggression up.
Okay, I'll keep that at a happy
No.
medium.
You want her
Hmm.
aggro AF.
keep it at assertive.
Maybe sarcasm put that up to max. No.
Yep,
I think the
okay.
sarcasm one's worn out. It just
What?
What?
I got that one last. Don't you worry.
All right.
I'm on your wavelength.
And then from the distance, you hear the loud voice of the Crystal Dragon. Let the fashion show begin. And the music
So did the
starts.
dragon leave? Like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
she out, or is
Oh,
she
yeah.
still in here with
She
us?
flew up and out. You heard this from the distance. And
There we go.
you start hearing the music.
It's cooking.
oh,
Showtime.
Balenciaga.
Yes,
Bob
please.
said to it.
One by one, the people in the crowd start kind of like who are there first start to move up forward, which by the looks of it seems to be like Swift, Mata Fortuna, and Ophi that are kind of moving along with them, the front of the crowd here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, suppose we are going this way.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one by
Are
one,
we-
the lights start to glide down the
Oh.
runway as you guys.
Showtime.
I'm not
You
even
know-
in that dress. I thought we were gonna get
Yeah.
some like
Oh, yeah.
time so
Better
we can make a
tokens.
show.
Oh
You
yeah.
yeah.
should
not
replace
dress.
all the tokens with the dresses at this point. Might as
Oh
well.
yes, I will. Don't you worry. I actually had.
I was
them on-
hoping to do a reveal or something.
Oh, we're gonna reveal. I have everything all ready to go. Like I was gonna replace your tokens. Give me a second. All right.
Anon did such a good job on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
go.
saying,
Yes. Hang on, let me copy. I just need to copy the right ones here. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. I had them all on this other map. I was ready to go. Where is the Kaladai? You guys are here. All right. Boom. The new tokens. Feel free to put yourselves onto the runway, and one by one, I'll go down the things. First down the way, we have Swift. Swift, describe yourself as you start walking down the way.
Swift does not walk on the runway wearing the red scale heat fang leather armor that he had been prepared in for months now. He instead is coming out in a dazzlingly bright white pristine suit.
Wow.
The suit itself seems to sparkle, even though it's very white, it's very bright, it's hard to see. You can catch glimmers and glistens of sparkling radiating off of what seems to be tiny little crystals or gems that are imbued in this outfit.
Wonderful. Of course, we have we also have Wickerwind, which we all know his outfit, but how does he swagger down? I'm just going down the list here.
With balcony, of course.
Of course, with balcony.
They're definitely doing the dance from Dumb and Dumber. Like when they're trying on the suit and he's doing a little tap dancing thing.
Oh yeah.
That's absolutely what he's doing.
Wonderful. And balcony blitz is, just like, just making little bits of snow that follow them in their wake, and generally, trying to do that dance along with Wickerwind. Bellhop, describe your swag.
Where is it? Oh shit! Hang on a second. Where? Hang on. I have another better picture for this. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Go to
The red, the velvet.
Where the fuck is it? It's hang on. I'll just. Since I don't have it at the moment.
All right, yeah.
just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I take it you're kind of you're still sizing people up as they start to kind of like go down the runway. We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
After bellhop on my list here, we of course have Duck, who comes up in her whole little Bardic outfit, donning her loot on her back. Pingwing is somewhat like, he's trying to like hide himself behind her, but I mean that's not working out too well, you know, the whole thing. And she's just like, come on, Pingwing, you know, like that whole thing, trying to encourage her. Okay. And he puffs his chest out and they walk out forward. Him in his tuxedo, obviously. And Duck in her get up. They like she's like, you ready to fight some people? No. Oh, that's not the spirit. like that's generally their attitude. A lot of people, you guys have noticed, have been looking at Pingwing as like they are going to murder him on this runway. Like, you know, like that. Like they're like piranhas in a, you know, with meat in the water, you know. It's kind of how that disposition looks. Electra, describe your outfit and the way you come out here.
All right. Electra's outfit is adorned with phases of the moon and some constellations,
love this.
as well as some arcane symbols that kind of remind you of a clock.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
She saunters out. She definitely doesn't seem as confident as some of the others, but after hearing the snickers from the other Kieran, she's determined to make a good try at it.
Ah, yes. And of course, behind Electra, comes the Fortuna.
Big turban.
The big turban.
It's so big.
Yeah, you get a couple comments, you know, probably from the ground. Man, look at her turban. You know, like just like immediately as you make your appearance out. Swift.
You're not doing performance yet, right?
Not quite yet. No, I'm just showing it. Everybody's walked out right now, and I'm just going through the tokens. Of course, you have Jinx, who's walking up and next to Swift, looking like she's done this a lot before. Completely in her element, calm, demure, and of course, well, I mean, she's putting on a show. She starts to kind of sway left and right, look at some crowd members, you know, flash her best sides, and of course, the wonderful little lady's knife that she'd been given by Swift none too long before. Misty, on the other side of things, people are astounded to see that Jinx and Misty aren't next to each other, but of course, she's playing it up. She's actually, like, backflips out onto the thing once, twice, 3 times, flipping up into the air, touching her little teardrop on her face, and that's when Mittens, the lion that had just been bought, appears on the stage below her as she taps it, and she lands very casually along its back a little bit, and kind of gives everybody a wink, and everybody goes, "Wow!" Yes.
She's a little showman.
Oh yes, she is. Moon Planner, how do you swagger on now?
Yeah, Moon Planner. He's not really focused on the competition. He's going to be focused on just putting on the best show that he can. So as he comes out, he's strutting his stuff, but he's keeping his head completely level. So as his body's moving up and down and his wings are kind of swaying open just slightly, his head's completely still. And then when he gets to the middle of the runway, he's going to quickly rip off his tuxedo because it's a breakaway tuxedo, and he's wearing all of his armor and weapons underneath. And he's going to do a fancy flip
Nice.
with his wings spread wide, and he'll catch his tuxedo as it falls back to the ground, slipping quickly back into it, and it like snaps and velcros back in place, and it's perfectly pristine just as he had walked out. And he finishes strutting all the way down.
Oh yeah, you get some claps for that, some looks at like, oh damn, maybe we misjudged this particular person. Alrighty.
No planter.
Following up that act is, of course, Bellhop. And
yeah, I got the picture.
Oh yeah.
Say to the picture.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Styling.
So, what is going on here is that she decided to just go in the stage area to look for Mr. Hop and accidentally actually stumbled into the runway. Now, stage fright.
Worth it, Bellhop. Whoa.
Yes, and of course the top down to match it.
Yeah.
Less.
I said the fucking Columbo. I got the picture posted in TRP.
Oh yes.
I thought it looked familiar. That's so good.
Jeez.
I'll post it. I'll post it in the campaign chat here for the viewers. What a wonderful thing.
Should have known.
Alrighty, let me pull up my next note here. Oops, I closed it down. I know what I'm doing. Alright, and then we have next on our list here is she comes sauntering out by accident. Ophi!
Oh,
How do you swagger?
she lets a good significant amount of distance pass between the last person and her. And as she's walking out, she starts to pick up pace. And at about midway through, you see some magic go off as she sprouts her halo and wings and flies up through the air, sort of slowly soaring up.
Wonderful.
And then she lands back at the finale of the runway before turning around.
Yeah. Awesome. And yeah, you get a couple of people who they clap you on. You actually see some people in the crowd that probably follow your religion clasp their hooves or talons together and like are like, look at her go, you know, like the saint herself, right? It's like seeing Mother Teresa. Like really.
She'll let a few pages of her tome sort of fly out as sort of like autographs to anyone.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, yes, triple. You guys out in the crowd just kind of see like a couple of these tomes, like these little autograph tomes, they flutter to the ground and people fucking attack them. Like the people who are probably more religious than not probably go immediately after them. And after like people start muttering, they're wondering like, oh, who's coming out next? Who's coming out next? Sarsaparilla.
Okay.
Ooh.
Since everybody's making a fucking big ass entrance, I'm going to fucking full send. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna what?
We're gonna see.
Sarsi's gonna pull a bit of an Ophi, but she's gonna wait even longer for even more runway to be like open. Because fucking, as you can see from the image, you guys are used to fucking Sarsi wearing just fucking Value Village shit. Fucking Salvation Army. That's where she normally gets her clothes, so she's not used to. None of you are. All of you are gonna be so shocked that she's wearing something sexy.
Who's
So
that?
we're gonna start off by opening up a pack of cards and then using telekinetic projectile along with the eldritch. She's shooting the fucking thing. She's making a gigantic trail of playing cards, flittering and everything in the on the runway.
Nice.
And the way she's going to enter is that with the way that the lights are and the spotlights are, as the lights are hitting the fucking cards, they're creating like little dark shadows and blind spots for everybody. And you can only barely see it as Sarsaparilla is dashing and darting through. You only get like a half a second of a glimpse of her as she's going in between all the cards. And as she gets... And then finally making appearance at the larger part of the runway. She looks left. She looks right. She's going to throw down the fucking smoke grenade that Electra gave her. And then along with the card, she's going to spin it away with her wings, making a tornado of smoke and whatever. And then revealing her, pointing her bow straight up in the air as the smoke dissipates, drawing a bow in her... she's doing an eldritch shot again.
Nice.
So, along with that, okay, you're going to see, obviously, her very fancy bow, which is a very beautiful piece of gnarled dark wood. It's very purple. It goes nice with the ensemble. And it's strung with like a golden thread. And she's glowing purple, and her eyes are glowing glowing gold. And then she takes a shot, leaving, and then it's going to be I'm gonna have to fucking put this in the chat. Eldritch shot.
Yep.
Sorry, there's a big show happening here. She's gonna try and fucking wow everybody on the first try because she doesn't want to do any more shit.
Oh yeah, no, this is a pretty wowing maneuver here.
And she's using the telekinetic projectile, targeting, or it's going to bring along the powdered glass that was made into sand, and then after a really sexy pose, like fucking her dress has like a cutaway for one of her legs, and the way she's like pointing the bow straight up, like it's a very, very sexual pose. Okay?
Oh yeah, she's being sexy.
Yeah, and she finally lets loose the arrow, and then poof, like tons of this glitter and red glass creates this gigantic curtain, and then a rain of this crimson that is dancing around her.
Oh yeah, you get some whoops and perhaps a hero point.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like
that was a reveal.
Even Jinx, it's just like, God damn, I didn't think she had it in her. Like,
yeah, and like, oh yeah, like when she was posing with the fucking bow, like her hair is fucking flowing in the wind, all that shit. You know what's going on.
Oh yeah, the camera.
I wish I thought of that.
The camera starts flashing, all that, flashing, trying to get like every moment of this of this show going on. Triple, Ord, you guys on the ground, all of y'all, in Fireheart at this point too, because she's down there. You guys are starting to see on your own magazines and on other people's magazines. It's almost as if they have a live feed on these magazines. Looking up into the air, you see some various winged creatures that are flying around in very dark outfits, as to not glean any lights or be all flashy. They're the camera crew, right? And they are up in the air. They seem to have devices similar to Cammy, and they seem to be trying to capture all the angles of the action and that kind of thing. And those little clips are effectively being going onto those magazines in the local area. So you guys can... Yes.
Seven's eyes is fixated on Sarsarilla's performance.
Yeah,
he's like what was it called again? There's like a condition, mesmerized or whatever.
Yeah, fascinated.
Fascinated. Yeah, can't really rip his eyes away from it. But I don't know. Like I don't know if he's already gotten the Dreamtime tea.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming you've got your drugs. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. That is the most essential component. Now that's out of the way. Yes, he could just enjoy the performance now. But is there anything going on down here?
Yes, people start pointing out people. There's a couple people that even come up to you, Triple. Like, they're just buddy at this point. Like, who are you gonna vote for? Is there anybody who catches your eye?
He's staring at the Sarsarilla performance.
Yes. Lad, I think you might be onto something. And he looks up there, and this is when you probably realize something, Triple. You guys on the ground can help sway the votes of these commoners if you so wish.
Ooh.
Are we going to rapid fire tap the vote?
Well,
there's a pretty easy way to do this. All you gotta do is just pretend to be a bunch of different people in the crowd and shout out, like, get excited for that particular person.
Yeah.
And he's... I mean, like, he can disguise his voice. He's done it before, so...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's peer pressure.
Triple, may I remind you, I can go invisible. I could just tap on some magazines without them looking.
Well,
right.
The crystal dragon in this is just like, I wonder who's gonna be matched up with who, and she's just alighted herself down on top of the dome, like looking down. It looks like
Hold
we
on.
have. Yeah.
Oh wait. I was gonna say. I thought I was gonna say this to Bellhop. Hold on, Bellhop. Is it perfect way to do this? all we need to do to get them to like it is to rig those whatever
Wait, hang on.
mechanism
That
is
was
sending
that was
out
Ord
the things
talking
to
to you.
Maganism. Oh, Ord. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Whatever's sending
Yeah,
out the magic stuff to these magazines. If you could, if we could just alter that so that it could only go to the person we want to win, they get heightened
Hijack the live feed.
attention.
Oh my god.
Fireheart is like over here, just like, that is very morally abhorrent, she says. Pushes up her glasses. I, for one, am going to try to convince people of my side.
Well, Fireheart. Half of this part is morally abhorrent. I'm just.
I, for one, have standards. And she pushes up her glasses. And then, immediately opens up the magazine and goes to the Moon Planner page. She's like, she got her hoof up. She's like, I am ready to vote. She's ready to go.
Let's do it.
And the first. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I had a simple plan then. If it's pages, and each one of these are dedicated to pages, all I need to do is just sneak around. What was it? Find books that are, on the table, right, or left unattended, and then flip them to that page, and then people instantly open up to that. Could I do that with a thievery roll?
Here's the thing, Triple. Right now, of all times, there's not going to be any magazines that are left on tables. Like everybody's
Okay.
Everybody's got their magazine, man. Like they're like. You might see, like, somebody with one or two of them. Maybe they had the idea just beforehand to, like, if they saw any lying around, they, like, pocketed them really quick. And, you got a couple votes in here.
I see. So these are more like personal devices.
No, yes. Triple.
Yep.
It's probably the most clear that the easiest way to manipulate the crowd is, well, convince them of your side. Do that thing that you were initially thinking, right? Like, get them to do a little group think.
Well, that's always easy enough. What role is it for that?
Well, we'll see. As the first person, the very first person who seems to be confronted is, let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see who we got. Electra.
Oh.
Some of those Kierans I said that were looking at you.
Yeah.
One of them starts to approach. You see the menacing symbols, I'm sure.
All right.
And she kind of she's doing that like hoof over hoof sort of walk towards you. And as she does, she starts to roll her various performance rolls. She's trying to see if she can upstage you a little bit. This'll be cake, she says. And let's see, where would her skills be? Yes, she's this level, and she's pretty damn good at what she does.
Mimli, what's her name?
Yes. Let me pull up my notes here, because I do have a lot.
We gotta come up with a slogan to. We gotta come up with a funny chant to discourage her and to get Electra to win.
Yeah, you remember in the magazines how you saw some of the magazine writers, like one of them was named Opalescence? This is her. A demure and gentle Kieran with a calming aura. She is displaying a flowing opalescent gown, shimmering with every step, capturing the ethereal beauty and serenity of Kieran's. And oh boy, she starts to woo the crowd, and the Crystal Dragon looks over with a little bit of a quip of her own. Look at the shimmer and sparkle of these two outfits, truly befitting of the Crystal Ball. Each ensemble a testament to the individuality and spirit of each creature. But how will Electra respond?
Oh, you're walking towards me? Well, Missy, that's a bit of a mistake there. I heard you talking with your friends earlier, but I'll let you off easy if you just turn around right now. You don't know who you're dealing with, after all.
Try me.
All right. Electra starts strutting her stuff as well. After a few steps, her entire body starts glowing red as her blood magic starts Sorry.
Yup.
It's a.
Oh boy, you're casting one of your focus spells?
No, I'm not. I'm using blood component substitution. That's what it's called.
Ooh.
So there's not going to be any somatic or vocal or anything. This magic's just going to happen. And as Electra walks up, she starts turning red, and then that splits off. And then she starts turning blue, and that splits off. It's a chromatic image.
Oh man, based. Oh shit.
And then she's almost up to her adversary, and she turns around and flicks her tail at her and gets her in the snout.
Woo! Yeah, like you get her right in the snoot, and everybody goes, "Oh shit!" Like down on the ground, Triple. You guys see that as the Crystal Dragon had called out, like the two that are currently going up there onto the runway. You see that all of their magazines, it's like they turn to a page, probably like a voting page of some kind, and it pretty much shows their two faces: Opalescence, Electra, who wore it better, right? Like, and people start making their selections one after another. Triple, you start seeing Electra. A lot more people seem to be kind of going for Electra, though from probably like the right, you see probably a little group of paparazzi people that are there, just like, I don't know, Opalescence seems to have, she seems to really know her stuff without some magic, right? You know, they start voting Opalescence, you know, that kind of thing. Generally speaking, is there anything down here that you're doing while they seem to be focused on these two right up here?
So it's this directly one-on-one. To be honest, it seems like she really had his bag there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if a perception would see just how likely it is for her to win, but maybe something like that.
Yeah, like give me a blind perception. We'll see what you can get from the crowd.
Okay.
Nice. You kind of get the general vibe from the crowd is they like Electra. You know, like they like both Magnifique's stylistic take on her, and more often than not, you hear this phrase probably thrown around a lot, like, oh, she did something new with the Kirans this year. She didn't go all that peace and luck and all that stuff. Look at that. She's got the phases of the moon on her back. You know, like, generally is what people really like. And the magic as part of that. Like, a lot of people didn't seem to really know too much about sorcerers. But seeing the magic kind of come into play, the eye color, like the whole 9 yards, they're like, oh, whoa. Like, that's a thing. And one by one, you guys start seeing in the magazines, Electra's like picture probably getting bigger, some meter going a little. That's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
Triple.
It's clear.
Triple.
Yeah.
Oh.
We gotta make a chant right now.
A chant.
A chant.
Chant. That way we can. Gotta get bigger.
Oh yeah? What's your chant?
You know, 4 phases is pretty catchy.
4
phases. 4 phases. 4 phases of the moon.
There's more than 4 phases.
4 stars.
That's what she's going for. Oh wait. We'll have to. I see what you mean. No, that's the wrong one. I'm thinking because of chromatic image. There's 4 images that come out of that. I don't know. I don't got anything better than that. What about you?
Swift calls her angel skill slot.
Do I look like a poet to you?
Do I?
I was a poet and I didn't even know it.
Okay, Fireheart.
What? She looks.
Yes.
No.
Make a chant.
And she.
You're the first one who rhymed here.
My. You really and she like pushes up her nose a little bit. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not really good at this. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. Electra. Yeah. Give me a diplomacy check. See if you can get the crowd going.
Yeah, do you think a sophisticated crowd like this is gonna do fucking chants?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know, like
They're
Electra.
snapping their hooves.
Yeah, like Electra, you start hearing from the crowd like a couple voices probably. Electra, like, like okay, like you hear that going on. And I'm gonna move your token here just so I can keep track of people here. And going down the way, the next people to kind of get accosted, as it were, by the others. As this is kind of going on, people seem to have sided with Electra for all this clout, effectively. Two particular Persians actually start coming down in the direction of Balcony Blitz and Wickerwind.
Uh-oh.
Oh, says the Crystal Dragon. And what do we have here? I'm Whiskerwind, says one of
No!
one of the
Shut
Persians.
up! Fuck up, no way.
And I'm Canopy Caper.
Why does
That's nice to meet you, Whisper and Canopy.
Oh, nice to meet you
I'm
too.
Wicker, and this is Balcony.
Hi, and then you guys literally, everybody just starts shaking, shaking ups right now.
I love your outfit.
I love yours more. And the handshaking gets more vigorous. They're rolling diplomacy to try to get the crowd on their side. How are you guys doing it? How's Balcony Blitz and Wickerwind going about this?
Balcony. Get me a snow pony.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna shake, keep shaking hooves, and then he's gonna nod his head forward as he pulls his hoof back, and his top hat is gonna start like rolling on the rim down his hoof.
Nice.
And he's gonna bounce it back and forth, like giving flips of the hat, not even flipping himself, just flipping the hat this way and that way, and letting it roll down his back as well. And he is going to kick it onto, let it kick onto a snow pony that Balcony sets up.
Poop. Yep. And like he waits until like the last second, right? You know, like it goes up there, and Balcony Blitz just kind of like shoots his nose in that direction, and then like the snow literally like pops up just in time to catch the hat, and it actually like with the roll that roll there is for the other two there, like they go like, whoa, that's so cool. Like, how did you do that? And clearly the crowd is just holding that same sentiment. And down there on the ground, you guys, the magazine, of course, in a different place right over here. Look at this, says Fireheart. You actually do see that on her magazine. Once again, it is updated with like a new little voting thing on here. Now it's 2 groups. This thing goes by fast. Like once the voting is done, it is done for that like little bit, and it moves on to the next one. And now it shows 2 groups: Balcony Blitz, Wickerwind versus Whiskerwind and Canopy Caper. And all things considered, as all of the votes, they start like coming in for that particular well, for Balcony Blitz and Wickerwind, realistically speaking, because the other guys, like, they start, like, saying, like, look what we can do, and then, you know, they actually seem to be a little bit magically inclined themselves as well. They're kind of like, poof, 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 right? You know, they got flowers that are kind of, like, poofing out and prestidigitizing, and they're going around, they're kind of, like, doing, like, a little bit of a dance. But, you know, Balcony Blitz isn't stopping the snow. He's kind of, like, going around, and, you know, he's asking Wickerwood, he's just like, enough snow here for you to make something. He gives you like a little bit of an encouragement if you wish to roll crafting, kind of solidify the crowd on your side.
Yes. Okay. Let me see how well I can craft.
Oh yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know,
he's going to formulate a replica of some of those lion statues that the crowd had been seeing.
Oh yeah.
Like all at the entrance of the ball, right outside the entrance.
And you construct it like with the unnatural quickness that Wickerwind can craft things at, which is bonkers. starting to pat it together. It's pretty much you know that SpongeBob episode where like Squidward's patting the snow fort, but he's just building it. It's pretty much like that sort of thing, making making the big old lion. And whoa, like I know that thing more and more. Triple, you guys kind of see that you know. An initial start, you're getting the impression that some of the people here aren't probably the most high leveled, all things considered. And it just in terms of skill, like clearly lacking. And then and then that's when you see it. You see you see Misty chewing her bubblegum, and she looks over at Ophi.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Tough competition.
Oh my god.
Did you say it was Misty or Jinx?
Misty, and she's got a lollipop like in her mouth, and she's got like her tongue sticking out a little bit. She's considering. She's looking at you. Oh, that one's staring daggers, says the crystal dragon. Will she do it? And she looks back at the crystal dragon. Of course, she's gonna put on a show. And a whip comes out, whips along the side of her, and she hops off of her lion, of course, and she starts to strut forward in the direction of Ophi.
Looking awfully young for an auntie.
Oh, you want to play it like that, huh?
Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
Oh boy. Here's the question. She is approaching you. As you start to trade off some words here, she's going to just like casually like let the whip like wrap around her hooves. I'll let you make your first move.
Ophi cracks her neck back and forth and spreads her angel wings out. Let's see, what can she do here? My preparations for today were not the best for this kind of thing, but let's see. Okay, she will go ahead and try to dispel her whip.
Oh, yes. Okay. And
just to leave her full of smoke.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see the counteract check.
Oh no.
Could have been worse.
And I guess you go to dispel the magic.
Yep.
Not that there isn't an effect, right? There's still like the I imagine like a little wave of magic that goes like around the whip for a second, and she kind of like lifts it, looks at it for a second. Huh. I would have thought you would have done better. And then she looks toward the rest of the crowd, goes, Kya, and he gives like a very nice wide smile. Hi everybody, and she starts to like dance and sway and perform. She's performing. Oh
no! That was last season, bitch. That shit was last season.
Oh no!
Oh no!
She slipped on some
of crowd, not a Kia crowd. What are you?
What she?
Is he gonna do it though?
What she?
She probably has slipped on some of Darcy's glass that was left on the.
No, what she hadn't noticed is that when she lifted up the whip in order to see, like, you know, what had been done to it, she didn't realize it got wrapped around her hoof, and then like
oh no!
Ow! Yes. And she kind of like she looks up, astounded at her own flub, like up.
I would have thought you've done better.
The magazine comes up. Vote now for Misty or Ophi.
Get her, Ophi.
Yep. Hey, Triple, or who are you guys voting for? Who you got?
Is there a section for the best flops in the runway?
You know,
bloopers.
Blooper reel.
I feel like that may be coming at the end of it. Sure, yeah. You gotta log this one away. Oh no. And
well, that was pathetic. Of course, for voting for Ophi.
Of course, you don't even have to sway the crowd in this aspect, right? You know, like Ophi. Most people seem to be voting for Ophi. However, there are a few people in the crowd who are seemingly trying to do the same thing you guys are. But it's okay. Everybody trips up. You know, they're saying you got Misty Simps in the crowd.
Oh no, the arbiters.
Ophi just sighs in relief.
Oh yes. Now,
This is what too much bathwater does to one.
here's the thing, Triple Ord, you guys, they're actually making an effect. The moment that these guys start trying to like nudge other people to be like, hey, come on, give her a chance, right? Like that kind of thing. They're like, right. She's been here technically longer, right? You know, you start seeing some votes go to Misty.
All right, Triple. Here's what we see. Misty, more like trippy.
All right, let's see. Let's see how well this goes. Let's see how well the power of this quote. You take it away, Ward. What are you gonna do?
Trippy?
Yeah.
You get some people on your side. You just be like, yeah, Trippy. I get it. Like, you know, like they're looking.
Triple, help me. Help me up with this.
Oh, yeah. Here, why don't we? All you gotta do is just roll one of these. Give him one of these.
Give him one of these. Yeah.
Maybe not.
All things considered, as it would turn out, you guys are more influential than the Misty Simps that are currently in mass out here. Like, it started to look like Misty was starting to mass votes, and then they started like, okay, yeah, that's kind of funny, Trippy. You know, they start pushing away the Misty Simps who are still, like, out there. Like, you got it, Misty. She's like, I know, I'm fine. Like, you know, like that kind of thing. But in the end of the day, as the voting comes to a close, it is Ophi who is the winner. How wonderful.
Oh my god.
Sarsaparilla.
What's going on?
It's time.
Yes. As you remain out there in the like strutting your stuff after your show, like going out there, a lot of people were probably not at all like too keen to just jump in and probably go head to head. However, there is one who seems to be looking out at your way. A very vibrant Pegasus. You remember that one that I said was somewhat vibrant and bubbly?
Was it the unicorn?
There was a Pegasus, actually, that was also fitting that description. She smiles in your way. Oh, hello, she says. Kind of doing like that. She's initiating like the circle, right? Where like you guys maybe start circling each other lightly on the runway. That was such a wonderful entrance. It's too bad I'm going to have to crush ya. And she gives you a little wink.
Do your best, she says confidently.
And this is when she like puts her hoof out to the side. Or sorry, her wing, not her hoof. Her wing out to the side. And she displays her own bow, which she flips around, and this is where you see her like tap the ground, put another hoof like right up. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets appear up in the air, and
is there any magic?
You see it in a second as she like pulls back the bow. She didn't have any arrows in it, but 5 arrows start to fill in the bow, and she turns it to the side. And then I gotta make the roll. Let's see if she can do this. This will be a strike. She's right here. All right, and her DC for this level will be that. She's to hit all 5 targets. She's gonna have to beat a 30. Look at that. All right, we'll put it right about here. Boom, and she do it. Whoa! And it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them kind of like hit the target. The 5th one just kind of goes like out into the air. And then she looks towards you. Puts in her back. Not like you can do any better.
4 out of 5 ain't bad. But what about 6. I don't know. So that's fucking we're lying out of our ass right now, but we'll try something.
Be my guest, and then she once again.
Let's say okay. Can we say we react to this quicker? I want to shoot her arrows out of the air as they're going up.
Yes, go for it.
Okay.
Now your DC is gonna be a little bit higher for shooting arrows and not targets, but yes.
Obviously. But we're gonna. She sees that, and then she fucking gets ready to quick draw, essentially.
You got this, Cersei.
And she's gonna try and shoot her arrows out of the air.
Oh,
nice.
It's a 44 hit.
Oh yeah. It definitely hits. Are you doing this with one arrow or several?
Let's see. Let's shoot every single one of her arrows out individually. That would be probably the best way to sun this bitch.
All right, I need yeah, that would do it.
Fill her full of fucking holes.
And
you want my multiple attack penalty, obviously.
No, it's good. I made her roll one thing. I'm only gonna have you roll one thing. Okay. And it like gets shot right out of the air. It takes a second for people to know what's going on because it happened so quick. All things considered, as you know, people are just like, "What the hell just happened?" You know, like kind of looking at that. And even on the magazine, the people who are like kind of keeping track of who is kind of going about and who's doing that stuff, like they're looking around at the targets, like wondering like where the arrows are, what happened. Like both of them are holding bows, and Triple, you guys down on the ground, Ord, start saying like, "Oh, what happened? Did she shoot the arrows?" You know, they're trying to make sense of it. You guys saw it perfectly fine. Like, you know, you've seen Cersei shoot arrows like this, and it seems like they're like, "Who won?" That's what they're thinking. Like, you know, like, holy shit, like, what happened to the arrows? And they're kind of floating up there. People start to judge based on their entrances by the seams of it. And you start seeing some votes more in the realm of Sarsaparilla start to go that way, in the realm of Sarsaparilla. But there are some people who are like, probably like, I've been to a bow range before. You know, like, look, see that one? She points toward like Sarsaparilla, meant to shoot those targets, you know, like, clearly there's some misunderstandings in the crowd. Might lead to some vote discrepancy.
How can we make it more clear?
The whole trick of trying to create fake peer pressure. How about that?
Yeah.
What role would that be?
Deception.
Okay, perfect. Lovely.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just getting some water.
God damn.
Perfect.
Less American.
Yep. Just let me give some water just really quick.
No problem.
Unexpected as this was, I'm liking this D&D version of a runway.
Oh yes.
This is creative.
All right, let me rush back to my desk here really quick so I can see the results of your roll. All right, there we go. Oh yes, Triple. You start like how are you whispering these little gaslights into the ears of people?
It's simple. All you got to do is just create fake conversations between people. You can make multiple voices and say, "Oh, look at that! It's clear. Sarsaparilla is the better one," and it's stuff like that, you know.
Oh yeah.
And he just needs to do it a lot with a bunch of different parts of the crowd and build up fake peer pressure. Once people start hearing that other people want Sarsaparilla, they're gonna think that that's the right answer.
Oh yeah.
Subconsciously, and it's gonna build up a peer pressure, and that's what he's going for.
Yes. For the initial, like, first part of voting, it actually looked pretty neck and neck. Once you started, like, you know, kind of like whispering in people's ears and maybe like either correcting them or putting those little earworms in there, yes, they started like being like, "Oh, you're voting for that person. I suppose you kind of know what you're talking about, right?" You know, like that kind of thing. And they start you start to see the tables flipped in Sarsaparilla's favor. It starts to go up more and more until her face is the biggest one on the page there. Sarsaparilla is the winner of that particular challenge of itself.
I'm just gonna say to this lady, "You might be a good shot, but you're not the best." And then she flicks her hair and then into the wind and struts her stuff away.
Oh yeah. it's probably Misty who kind of goes over there and she's like, all right, here, come on. Like, she picks her up, like, off the runway. No, pats her back or something as Sarsaparilla walks away victorious. Moving you right over here. Moon Planner.
Jawohl.
You're approached. You are approached by, let's see here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, this guy. A Minotaur approaches you.
Ooh.
Big fella.
Oh my.
Yes. And he goes over here. He's just as you'd expect a Minotaur to be. You think that you're the toughest one in the room!
Oh shit.
That's not true. I'm also the best looking one in the room.
That's
How good can you look while we wrestle? And he pops up a table from the runway, like made out of force, puts his arm down. Let's go, buddy.
Moonplaner will tilt his head and smile at him. I'm gonna do a sense motive on this guy. Is he really trying to arm wrestle me, or is he trying to put me through the table?
Yeah, that's a good roll.
And of course, I've got my trust no one feat.
Yeah, you're critically sure that it's a Minotaur. They're not known for their subtlety, so if he happens to put you through a table, I don't think he's gonna feel bad about it. He's kind of ready. He's ready and rearing to go. You and I look fancy. Can you hold up to it too? And he gives you like a...
Get him, Planner.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Moonplaner is he's got his full equipment on underneath his tuxedo because it's designed to fit over everything. So he's going to reach through his tuxedo jacket. He's going to pull out his falchion. He's going to balance his falchion on his head, and then he'll get into the position to hoof wrestle.
All right. You get in the position to hoof wrestle, and there's the other voice of the Crystal Dragon. Oh, and Bronzehorn and Moonplaner. You know, drawn to each other like a magnet, undoubtedly. You know, like, let's see. Both of them have very good tuxes, and very good dazzling tuxes, but who will come out on top in this little test of strength? Magnifiques? Adventuring models, or the big tough Minotaur? And I'll take your athletics check right now.
All right, so Moonplaner is, let's see, he's not just going to arm wrestle the Bronzehorn. He's going to pick him up while in the hoof wrestling position, to like pick up his entire body.
All right, let's see it. Oh my god.
Nice.
Alright, he'd be this level. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Now for a moment.
He's got him in a headlock.
Yeah, like for a moment, Moonplaner, like you guys were at a lock. Like you this is what you were going. You were like, and then his face fell. You probably got a little bit more focused at the fact this guy wasn't fucking around when he's doing his role. Yeah. But eventually, yeah, you start to win, and eventually you said you were trying to like lift him up away from the table, or?
Yeah, basically using whatever the horse elbow equivalent is, using that as a fulcrum to lift him up off of his back hooves and basically hold him up above the table.
And holding him up indeed. Everybody immediately claps as you hold him up. Hey, put me down! He says, you know, trying to release his grip, but I mean, you're Moonplaner, and you won the roll, so you got to keep the grip. And
and so keeping his grip, Moonplaner is going to activate the invisibility on his armor. He's going to go invisible, so this guy's going to look like he's floating above the table.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna double down on all of this. Moonplaner is going to throw his sword into the air, so it looks like it's flying into the air off of his head. And he is going to catch it and then skirmish strike as he becomes uninvisible. So as he catches the sword, he does a spinning attack just at the air. He's not attacking anybody.
Gotcha. Yeah, go for it. See that a finisher's. Well, yeah, you did it. Yeah.
Nice.
And catching it, it's very clear that had you actually attacked somebody, it would have been pretty damn deadly. Down on the ground, it is it's initially kind of like you're just like, oh yeah, man, this is Minotaur. You kind of knows there's no way that pony can do that, and then you know the results of what went down happened, and they're like, all right, triple.
Oh,
Lord,
can I throw one more quip before they start voting?
Yeah.
All right. And then after that, Moon Planner will stand up, resheath his sword, and look over his shoulder at the Minotaur. And I was dead just a few days ago.
Nice.
Oh,
Jesus, nice. Triple, you guys see like Fireheart? She's just like she's punching the Moon Planner button like on the paper. And like every time
smashing that bell.
Yeah, every time she does it, it's like you can only vote once. You can only vote. I don't care. Like.
Ord right now is fucking freaking the fuck out. Finally, something that she actually enjoys seeing Moon Planner actually beating somebody at arm wrestling after the whole thing that happened sessions ago. Is
Ord kind of doing like the like
yeah exactly that.
Give me an intimidation roll, Ord.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh, based.
Oh yeah, I have the Shirley Temple penalty.
The Shirley Temple penalty, yes. You say this, people weren't entirely sure, you know, like this who that was coming from for a second, but yeah, that was pretty great. You know, like he's stronger than I thought he was, right? Moon Planner clearly, yeah, Moon Planner clearly the winner in this particular situation. And as the Minotaur kind of like goes off in the direct, like probably to fight somebody more his speed, like that's probably when 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, everyone. Let's see who we got here. Who do we got here? All right, Fortuna.
Oh shit.
Yes, Fortuna. You see, let's see. Now I gotta roll this. You see two people actually approach you. Yes. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Both a sun and a moon sort of thing. And there goes Celestial Swoop and Lunar Glide. Two brothers, they says the crystal dragon, who sees them descending upon Madame Fortuna. A 2-on-1. It seems like they've caught on that perhaps Magnifique's models are more capable than they'd thought.
All right. What are we doing here? Hello, boys.
Hello. Celestial Swoop and Lunar Guide represent the day and night. Celestial Swoop, representing the day, as radiant and rather warm-looking disposition. He seems to be showcasing a golden, sun-themed ensemble. Lunar Glide, embodying the night. It's calm, somewhat more introspective-looking. His outfit seems cool, somewhat of a moonlit silver attire. Contrasting yet complementary outfits make them definitely captivating, and they seem to be spellcasters as they both start muttering small spells. One of them conjuring the very, brightness of the sun above his head. The other one conjuring the moon as they start to swirl up into the air.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I am fucking playing hopscotch to this music with those legs while that shit's happening. But here's what's gonna... Sun and moon, right? Well, first of all, I'm casting Time Beacon and I'm doing my funny dance with the backlights of my cabin on. Then, as soon as I'm done with the dance, Time Beacon, just reverse it back and repeat the same dance, but with the lights off on my cabin.
Nice. This sounds like a performance role.
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of what they're doing. They're spinning around this magic. They're being very performative about it. Seems to be generally a thing that you'd expect on a runway like this. And very nice, very nice. Let me find, where is the thing that I had here? I had my wonderful thing. There it is, NPC roller. All right, and they are going. They are this level right here. Skills. I closed it down by accident. My bad. All right, and they are going to roll this one. Oh, but look at that. As glorious as the sun and the moon are, as glorious as them like it is that they're lighting up some of the crystals from the left and right. People are a lot more interested in the box, like like that's cool, like like you clearly start to kind of like show them up a little bit.
I gotta do something.
Oh no!
I gotta do something.
I gotta do it. Start playing along with the music with a portable organ inside the box.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Performance for that too, right?
Yup. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, what are you singing? What are you playing?
No, I'm just playing whatever music is playing right now in the background. I'm just playing along with it.
You start changing the music that that was playing for the ball here, and
Oh, I mean, I didn't mean it like this, but yeah, sure.
I switch up the music. There we go.
Yeah.
As this starts to ring out, people start to like they're bopping, right? This is a bop. I'm like, oh yes, I knew that box had something in her. Like that's what you hear some of the older folks kind of saying down in here. I think robots may be the new thing in fashion. Says some guy that's like next to you, Triple. Like he's kind of like nudging you. What do you think, my boy?
Yeah, well, I say I wouldn't disagree with your wise understanding, sir.
No, a little so-and-so like me doesn't know too much about fashion. That's why I have these design. You look like you put yourself together really well. Have you designed this shirt? And just get up.
No. But if you like what you see, you should let everyone know. In fact, you should tell all of your friends about it if you want that one to win.
All right. He kind of like leans in. So you're voting for the box, right?
Like I said, it was a wise decision.
And he kind of definitely goes over to his friends. It's the box, and they say it's the box. Like
the box.
A couple of them trade around some gold and stuff. It's clearly like some people are betting on some of these things, like very fast, Triple. Like you actually see like the moment that the pairings are called out, or they see somebody go, they're like pointing those people out and being like, I bet it's that one, right? Like they're these are rich people and they are betting. And here's the thing, Triple. As you're watching some of these,
hey guys.
Yeah. As you're watching some of these like people like start to place bets. It's very clear that, like, none too far away from you, you actually do see Lisa in the crowd, and she is kind of like, she's participating, because
shooting some bets.
Oh yeah, she's doing a little scam of her own, one might say, and collecting on some bets because she knows a lot of you, and she definitely is gonna be betting on you guys.
This isn't a bad idea, actually, because at the very beginning it might look like it's very unlikely. What if I go up to the old man and say, well, I bet that every single one of the models working for Bannermanes, I'm going to put 200 gold on it. Every single one will win this competition. That's a very unlikely thing.
You're voting on B&M, they say.
Every single one will win this time. 200 gold pieces.
I bet 400. He said that one of them might fail.
You got it. That's going to be the terms of the bets. The pot's 600 gold pieces. I've already removed 200 from my inventory.
As yes, he put his 400 in a pot. So in that pot sitting right there is 600 gold pieces, and people are like, okay, holy shit.
I mean, we could literally just. I could literally just pull more people into the pot with something. But,
yeah. Yep.
Who you like?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
gonna do a thing real quick. One last move. I'm gonna tip my head at the audience, but it's gonna pull the entire head off.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, oh, look at those.
What is that? What kind of roll is that?
That's. I mean, I don't think there's a roll. It's just a thing you can do.
Okay.
Like,
Wait, I don't know if it's gonna freak out somebody.
no. I mean, you probably get some gas, but then they like laugh because I mean, it's funny to them, right? Like this is a thing you can do. Like all those steel hearts, you know, they're showing off. Look at them, you know, like. Oh, wonderful. I wonder who that one predicts will come out down there between those two, and he gestures toward Pingwing and Duck. Pingwing and Duck, who seem to be approached by two unicorns, both short hooves, and definitely, you know, they kind of have the Jinx and Misty disposition of their sisters, and it's clear. Ah, yes, there they are, Sapphire Swirl and Emerald Twirl. Says probably somebody from the crowd. They were here last year. Of course, they approach Duck and Pingwing, who like Duck is kind of like she's all fucking excited. She's like, oh look, we got a challenger, and they come over and they're like looking over. They're just like, oh, you've clearly never done this before, have ya? Like, you know, like at Duck, they're the same eye level, right? Because they're both short hooves. Well, I promise I'll be easy on you. They say as they both actually start floating up in the air and like twirling around each other. Huh? Oh boy! And you know they're going up. Sassy short hooves, yes. As I get their rolls ready, there it is. Let's see, they are doing spell things. So let me get this one right here. All right, and as they kind of go up, they start to be acrobatic. Actually, through the air, it's clear that they cast something like fly on themselves, so they can twirl about. One of them actually putting like little like hoops up through the air and that kind of thing. For the other to fly through to show off their wonderful ensemble. Sapphire Swirl, more like definitely the older sister, seems like is trying to put on a show of being wise, composed, and is and elegant as she flies. Sapphire with her sapphire embroidered robe. Emerald Twirl, somewhat younger, is putting on like they're kind of telling a tale in the air. It's clear that they're being performative, right? That like she's curious and energetic, featuring somewhat of a similar design, but hers is like a violet emerald, a vibrant emerald green. Together they kind of present the magical charm and elegance of being unicorn sisters. In that way. And Pingwing looks at Duck. Come on, do something! And then she, like, jumps up in the air, she flaps her wings, and she pulls out her lute. She's gonna start playing as she, like, starts twirling around, singing and doing the thing that she does. Okay. And she sees Duck kind of floating around there. And you remember those spells that he was using before? Like, the elemental spells, turning into the big ol' wind elemental and that kind of thing? He starts casting that particular thing. Runes left and right start to appear as he turns himself into the literal wind, disappearing up into it, creating an updraft for Duck to meet them on an equally up in the air. Let's see. There's her roll there. And down on the ground, Triple, as you guys are watching this, people are pointing that out. Yeah, like one of them's playing. These guys are being performative at each other. They clearly Duck is actually trying to play like more in line to what they're doing, kind of supplementing their song and somehow staying in tune with the thing that Fortuna's doing. But as you start seeing the votes kind of like roll in, vote, all that kind of stuff. You start to see that people are generally starting to go with the other duo. Are you doing anything about this?
We'll have to start doing. I think the best I can do is the whole deception thing. I'm going to do the same thing I did for Sarsaparilla. It worked out well last time. I'll let Fortuna do, or not Fortuna, Ord do what she thinks is best. All right.
Yes. And as you start to try to pop around the crowd. I mean, that old man probably loses sight of you for a little bit as you start popping around and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you actually see Lisa along the way, who is kind of trying to do the same thing. And you guys, like, it's probably one of those things where you said something, you're trying to, like, gaslight somebody, and didn't realize it was Lisa, and she's just like, hey, you're not gonna scam me like that, are you? Like...
Oh, by the way, oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Do you want to do some painting later tonight?
Maybe, but, and she kind of, like, looking up, I got some money to make.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
And she smiles, how much have you made so far?
I got 400 I could potentially make. GP, that is. That is if I win this bet.
And she smiles. Well, how about this? Whoever wins the most money out of the end of this this whole thing, gets to be, I guess whoever wins the least money gets to be the model.
Okay, that's actually not a bad idea then.
And she hoof shakes on it, like the whole, like, clip.
Alright.
Is this a way to get tripling the runway?
No, model for
no.
painting.
This is him. They're making a bet to see
Oh,
who
the
makes
model.
most money, and painting model.
The subject.
Well, if that's the case, I think one of the easiest ways to do that is to potentially make a thievery. I don't know. Maybe you can make a thievery thing with that. Oh no, deception. These are scams. Okay, could I do deception?
Sure.
For how well he does for that.
Sure.
Sure. He'll see what he can do.
Oh.
Okay.
Generally speaking, as the votes start to come in, it's neck and neck. But the extra assistance roll in that way to try to bump Duck up, actually bumps them up enough to where they succeeded, and the two of them come out on top just barely, as in their performances.
We still got a clean run. We're on our way to a perfect, guys.
Yeah. Alrighty. From the front, in the front of everybody, of course, you have Swift. Swift, here's the thing. You are, like, famous among Caladians. And as such, there's not a lot of people that want to approach you. But there is one, however, that seems to be, all the more intense on doing so. Looking towards you, lowering his hat a little bit, pink feather and all, Buckback strides up.
I was expecting you might want to show up,
Well,
Buckback.
Well, no other person here is gonna do it, so gotta put you in your place.
I'd be careful, Buckback. You wouldn't want the next biggest piece of fashion these ponies to know is plucked hippogriff with tail between his legs.
Well, show me what you got, hotshot.
We've got a new bag of tricks. He's going to slowly withdraw his, he's gonna withdraw two things. First, the crackling energy of, let me get my sheet out. The crackling energy of his apex weapon. Making its own debut.
Yes.
Okay.
And describe your weapon.
Let's see here. I have it. Okay. It's a pristine, high-grade silver rapier that almost seems to just have electricity running off of it, and it almost seems like anyone that's in the area of it can hear rumblings of a storm. There doesn't seem to be any clouds that anyone can see above. Of course, at night it is dark, but it is rippling with energy that's almost palpable. Not so much on Swift, but if anyone were to get close to it, they would also feel some sort of static, maybe like their hairs start to stand up a little bit from it.
Mm-hmm.
But as he holds it, it's just a very fine blade. And he will give a couple steps, like a left to down right, like rolling it on his hoof, almost like a fencing style. entering a dueling dance, as he will start to goad Buckback into a competition, but just before then, he'll also whip out something he's just had, but he's just never really used. A striking bladed hoop, which we've had forever. To add on to the performance, actually, while he's wielding the sword, he's using the hoop to put on an extra little bit of show.
Ah, wonderful. Give me your rolls.
Here. And as he's putting on the show, rolling it on his hoof, he's going to be able to toss it in the air, like let it spin in the air, and then make a... Hold on. He's going to be able to very nimbly leap through it in the midst of a blazing dive on the other side of Buckback.
Nice! Ah, very cool.
Get some.
Acrobatic performer, of course.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. There's some beautiful numbers.
And oh my god, the crowd freaks out. Like like even the old man that's right next to you, Triple, is just like, oh, I knew that one was gonna win, right? Like already without even seeing Buckback right now, he was just like, that lad. Like,
I have pretty high confidence that Swift is just gonna win. so much high confidence that we need to make another bet on it. But
and
need to borrow these sunglasses, Buckback. It's getting a little bright out here. Careful, the heat doesn't get too intense for you.
And he squints for a second. Oh, don't get too cocky quite yet. And then he kind of like he actually like pops off the head of his cane, twirls like lets the bottom part like actually just stand in place. He just like he balances it there like while doing that. Clearly, you know, trying to show a show of his own dexterity. And from his undercoat, he actually like pulls out two guns, which he just starts flipping around his talons like around his head. And then that's when he kind of like looks around, and he finds like a couple. He sees those targets that are probably still in the air all the way down the runway from Sarsaparillo's run, and using his talon, he's spinning it around. He actually transfers it, so he's just spinning the gun on the top of his talon, and then he just starts to like trying to like rapid fire it as it's spinning at like each one of the targets.
That's a pretty neat trick.
Yes, gunslinger, gotta love him. 1, 2, 3 of the targets actually just destroyed. 2 of the shots miss as they go kind of wide, but still enough. I mean, like that's a wow-worthy thing in its own, like getting all the way down there, and then it comes to a halt. He she's the gun right back into its like the little pistol right back into the cane. He gives a little bit of a bow and a nod of his hat, and everybody is just like, whoa! Like, guns are an uncommon thing, so just seeing somebody use them competently like that is certainly something that not a lot of people have seen before. Of course, there are some people who start to vote for Buckback in that realm, but the lasting impression of just you know how like the air wiggles when it's like superheated?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ripples still are kind of going out, and it's clear through like the crystals, the crystal light and everything that's going on, that like it's just a really cool effect. And all things considered, your roll kicked ass. So, 10, 15 seconds go by of everybody pointing out like, whoa, look at that, like generally like saying like, that was amazing, like B&M really had some great models today, like this round. More and more votes going over to Swift, until it says right up there, the winner of this little competition, of course, is Swift Sail.
The night's only just started for you, Buckback.
Huh. Like, yeah, he kind of squints. Well, I suppose I can only be disappointed in myself. And then, of course, Lisa is collecting on, bet, like any person who was dumb enough to bet against Swift, like, she's collecting on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
You're right. Walks down the way, and let's see. Only one person. One person remaining here. One person who's gotta get some clout here. Mango. As Mango looks around, he sees all these people, all the bright lights. Whoever's nearest to Mango could probably hear him say, "My God, this is such a good opportunity." And then he brings out V7. Now, Swift, you see him kind of like look over at Buckback, and Mango goes to challenge Buckback. I got him.
Oh my God.
We need to make sure that he wins, though.
Buckback looks a little like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he kind of like has like that look on his face. You! He points toward. You may be fancy with your little gun, but I have technology. And the toaster pops.
Wait a minute.
And Buckback is like looking down like, oh no. Like he's like wondering like what's going on right now.
Now's our chance. Wait, this is a golden opportunity. This is my only chance to make sure that this guy wins. We need
yes.
We need Mango to win. I'm gonna need to have to pull off that peer pressure stunt again, because if he do it now, people might be able to start to spook. Buckbat's already weirded out. If we can just psych him out a little bit more.
Yes.
If the crowd loves this guy, oh my God, yeah.
And thank gosh, yeah. They're like, this newcomer is going up against Buckback Triple. Like that's what they're saying this to you. Like, what's so good about him? What are you saying?
The conversations would be like, oh my God, what bravery, and they're like, he build up this like underdog story.
Oh yes, fantastic.
They love that.
Yeah. You start building up this underdog story as he starts to kind of like show off what his machine can do. Toast.
Even his role's great.
Yeah, he kind of does that thing where he's just like, and now overdrive, and he like pokes a button on the toaster, and then like just toast out to the crowd, twing, 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 twing. It's just like, and people are grabbing the toast, just like, I wonder how good this toast is, because it's an adventure thing. Like, he's just kind of like chomp on it.
Yeah. Shout out, fake out. Oh my God, this is the best I've ever had.
Yeah. Buckback is just like, he kind of like squints. He mutters something, though only, like, if you're close enough, I'll allow a blind perception check, but otherwise he's definitely trying to keep his voice low about something. Yeah, Triple, you kind of hear, you barely could kind of, like, pick it out, probably, like, for being close to the thing. He's trying to, like, be quiet. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, and he's just like, what do you mean? I'm doing the competition. And then, like...
There is nothing illegal with what he's doing. This is completely fair in the rules.
Yes. And he kind of like looks left and right. He starts to like try to look. He's out of his element now. He doesn't want to pull out his gun, which is the best thing that he's at. So he starts.
There's only one thing: the finishing blow. Look at that. He doesn't even have a response.
He raises his gun, he points it up into the air, he just tries to do a single intimidation roll, just to shoot it up in the air, maybe like once, twice, but the second time he uses a fancy ability, a phase bullet, to make like one bullet disappear, then come back in on the other side, and then he shoots that bullet like up in the air. Let's see.
These are bullets, right?
Oh yes, bullets indeed. Neck and neck, it seems like they are. Oh my God, Manga rolled a 35, and he rolled.
I got another idea for an assist. Just be like, can you see what it is? It is a dark night, and these are bullets. He'd be like, I can't see. Was he trying to like aim at the sky? Was he trying to hit a cloud? Like, make it look like nobody even saw what he was doing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, lad. Right, your deception roll was certainly assisting. And then when people start to cast their votes one by one. Like, I don't know, this is Buckback doesn't usually come down these things, so I guess he's a newcomer too. Everybody has their day, and then the votes, generally speaking, up until the very end, are literally like neck and neck, all the way up to the very end, and then bing, Mango comes out on top.
Yes.
400.
Yes.
400 gold pieces are still securely waiting for me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Mango isn't one of the Bannermanes team.
Wasn't he? He was going. If I recall correctly,
he's Nettlekiss's model.
Oh my god! Well, here's the thing. I made this mistake because I was recalling back to the museum part, right? And I had assumed that since they were there, but I realized no, it's the opposite. But
neither of them are Bannermanes here, so this doesn't really.
So it doesn't matter.
Matter to your bet. But I'm just saying that.
Here's the thing: is that regardless of what that bet was, remember, Mango is currently wearing something by Magnifique.
That's what confused me about it, because I thought that.
Yep. That's exactly. It's a thought.
Yeah. So I guess I still am at least winning the bet. So yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. No. You are still firmly winning the bet, and like these guys are starting to like mauled about it. They're like, oh, God damn it. Well, there's still the dome to go, and then like. They look at the dome, like the entire time. There has been like other people that have been like that have been going down this whole thing, right? There's other people other than you that are currently even some of the people who like you guys have already beaten, like they're starting to face off, right? They're trying to get some general clout to see like who it is. You have a couple of notable names of people that start to like that are going up in the ranks as you guys are kind of like walking, doing that kind of thing. One of them, that Ravine Enigma, just seems to be pretty well off, and like she is one by one ticking off people. Sunsparkle, Starbeam, like Opalescence, like they actually like. They're people who have fallen at the hoof of at the hoof of Ravine, as well as another one of Nettlekiss's models, Zahara, who is a zebra. More wise and spiritual looking, she seems to be showcasing somewhat of a monochromatic ensemble, adorned with intricate tribal patterns and beads symbolizing the zebra's deep connection to their roots, profound wisdom. All sorts of those particular things, and a doe, who is a doe out there named Meadow Melody, in the crowd with her sister Grove Rhapsody. Also seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. All things considered, the people who seem like they aren't getting enough of their Twitter likes to go over to the dome, they start one by one moving back down the runway, back into the stagey area, like until all that's left are the people who are, of course, brave enough to go into there. And the Crystal Dragon smiles. Who's going to come show off for me?
Well, I mean,
Moonplaner starts strutting his way there.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, right?
Alright, let's just go.
Bottom.
Nice.
Last, you haven't had your cue yet.
And she kind of like smiles a little bit. I suppose.
That one you can handle. And he's gonna point to Ravine.
And she looks at Ravine. Oh yes, easy. And then she starts to kind of
Go show them how wonderful you are and how lucky I am.
And she kind of considers, should I do it in the dome? Should I be cocky? She says.
You're gonna win regardless.
Fair enough. In the dome it is. And Jinx strides out confidently. Now I don't think Jinx has necessarily really showed off too much already, has she? And
all she did was walk out with Swift.
Yes, and she's been walking around, like that kind of thing. People are down in the crowd, like people are starting to like mumble, like what's she about? She approaches Ravine. You, me, the dome, and everybody like, holy shit! Like,
Holy shit!
She didn't even go up against anybody. Is she that confident? Like, I suppose she's been, you hear that old man right next to you, Triple, like, I suppose she's been here years before. That Raven one. She's been a model for a while, but, oh, this is a tough one.
And just to be clear, that Raven is with,
Nettlekiss.
Nettlekiss, yeah.
B&M versus Balenciaga, pretty much.
Right. Let's see how well this goes.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Honestly, I think let's just go with the tried and true trick of deception.
Nice.
All right, we're getting good results.
All right. I will keep that in mind for the roll. As one by one, folks start moving into the dome. Now, of course, I will just move everybody's tokens in here so everybody could see what's going on.
The dome.
The dome.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. If you're participating in the dome, move yourself forward.
Obviously,
really want to, but
we gotta
now
go.
I do.
I don't assume I'd even be allowed in, considering I wasn't on the runway. So.
Oh yes, I'm keeping you here though, Triple, because here's the thing: like as people start walking the dome, obviously as it's night and there's like lights and everything in here, they start to like people who get in the center right over here start to, be projected up. It's like a hologram, but like anything in the center here is projected up as like a hologram for everybody to see in the city.
We learned that way back on the first day.
Yup.
Right.
And Jinx is going to walk the most confidently forward. Seeing the crystal dragon, she smiles. Long time no see. And the dragon kind of looks down like, oh, you haven't even faced anyone, dear. You must be confident. And she says, oh, yes, I am. And, she looks toward Ravine, who is more than willing to take on this challenge. As quiet as she is. And they turn toward each other. Like, let me get a bat pony thing up here. I actually didn't have her token ready, so I'm just gonna pull up a random one here. Boop, 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 boop. NPCs, random, and she is a bat pony. Where is she? Do I have bats on here? I don't have bat ponies. Regardless, I'll put just a pony icon here. There we go. A pony icon. It goes onto the field here as I find their thing. Ravine herself seems just as musically inclined as her competition, swaying left and right. She seems to be trying to think of something clever, something amazing that she can do as a sorcerer, and that's when effectively like she starts to let some runes and things like move the terrain under her hooves, making it so the localized area around them starts to like spin and meld weirdly, making it like this illusory terrain between them. She's kind of like looking at Jinx. You think you're tough? You ain't tougher than me. And she starts to roll her performance. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
And Jinx gets to roll hers as well, as she does this.
Damn, that's gonna be a tough one to beat.
Oh yeah. And let's see what she could do here.
Damn.
Right.
That's my girl.
I gotta move.
That's my last. You see that planter?
Oh yeah, I gotta move them up here for where they were. Yeah, fighting in the center of the dome here. Like the terrain, as illusory as it was around them. She seemed to have been trying to trip up Jinx. Trying to strut her stuff, trying to flash her various things. And like Jinx, it's almost like she had to like mentally will herself not to believe a lot of this stuff, because it's illusory, right? Don't let her trip her up. Don't let you don't let her trip you up. Like that whole thing. And once she had done her little bit of the show, flashing all that she had, she kind of says, she herself, kind of like smiles. That was decent, she says, but I'm afraid, and she starts just dancing around her own illusion. Being just as seductive right back. They seem to be pulling off the same sort of like general pull to the crowd in terms of sexuality that Sarsaparilla was doing. They're definitely trying to be sexy, the both of them. And as much as she started to dance around, flit around, like she was. It's odd how easily she was able to slip behind Ravine, taking out her lady's knife and ending her little thing with it just like barely the flat side of it, just gently like tapping underneath her chin. You can do better, can't you? And then they sheathed it down, and like the crystal dragon's eyes like light up, and she like looks down. Well, Mrs. Ravine, beat out by a newcomer, and somebody who hasn't even gone down the runway. She looks at Ravine, who just like, at that, is just like, like that's a thing. That's gonna look bad to a lot of people, isn't it? Of course, the whole city can hear that.
Oh. Good.
As she looks down to the rest of you guys. Well, don't be shy. Let's see it. And Ravine exits, going past you guys as going right past you guys, somewhat like with tail between her legs sort of deal, right? Just like did my best.
Just give a nod as she exits.
Yeah. she leaves. All right.
See. Mango, come get a better look.
Oh, of course! This is wonderful! He's looking around. All of these panels, they reflect the light. Look! And look, right up there, look. She's all big.
And she says like, points at
Oh,
Jake.
hold on. First off.
Yep.
Kiss.
Oh, kiss. And like, as you kiss, there is like applause outside after that particular show, after seeing Swift, have like this whole interaction right here. Like they are like everybody's like in awe at this, and even the Crystal Dragon is just like power couple to a T.
This is gonna make a nice picture for the Cala Daily.
Oh yeah. Down
you
down
are
on
the best thing in this city right now.
And dare I say it, Swift, you see a blush on her face. On the ground, of course, Triple or you guys on the ground, you see her rush by. You see Cammy. She is rapidly firing pictures of like the whole big projection that's going on over there, like of that whole thing. She actually like bowls you to the side, Triple. So she's like, move! Like she's just trying to get the picture. And the Crystal Dragon is just, she actually flies around the dome right here. Everybody on the outside, like briefly, you see her just flit in and out of that illusion as she like considers the two of them. Like considering your fashion, realistically speaking. Look at these gleaming accessories, intricate establishments. Each piece adds to the charm of your outfits. Oh, it's a masterpiece in its own right. Magnifique has really outdone itself. And who's made yours, dear? And she looks at Jinx. Me. she says. Very, very, like, she almost says it, like, shyly, like she doesn't, like she wasn't sure. She's almost like, she's a little intimidated by the dragon, almost. And, she kind of, like, raises her eyebrow. You are the designer of your ensemble?
She's a mare of many talents.
Oh.
Beauty extends beyond her looks alone, but those that she can craft with her hooves.
And she kind of like lands down here and takes a scrutinous look at it. Oh, it is certainly wonderful. I love all the little designs you put into it. Dare I say, kimonos for next year? Oh, yes, she says.
You read my mind, Your Highness.
And she gives you guys a little bow. Now go on. Go tell your friends that they don't have to be scared of me. I don't bite hard.
I hope not. He's gonna bow and step forward.
Alright.
Planter or anyone else, I suggest you go ahead first. While she's still in a good mood.
Okay, who's going?
Moonplanner will step up.
Alright, Moonplanner, you step up. How are you trying to impress the Crystal Dragon?
So what Moonplanner does is, he did not expect Swiftsail to kind of steal his thunder, but he's still going to follow through with it because he's got something unique. Moonplanner is going to pull out his Apex rune and he's going to carry it up to Kohinoor. And as he holds it up, he's going to envision his choice of weapon, and he's also going to take out 2 of the orichalcum chunks, and he's going to hold them to the left and right side of the apex ring, and he's going to be envisioning an adamantine sword that on one side will have the history of the Bannermanes, and on the right side will have the history that Moonplanner has made with his Bannermane. So it's going to be telling 2 stories on either side of the sword.
You're making your Apex item here? That's so based! Yeah. Whoa! Based!
And so on the right side of the blade, it's an ongoing story because his story has not finished yet. So on the left side, it's like intricately detailed, and it's going to be antithetical to mlptg, the sword that had nearly corrupted him.
Oh my goodness! And calling upon this the power of this rune, like the Crystal Dragon at first is just like, wait, what is going? And then like the material starts to like float off. Now I have to ask, because you used the orichalcum chunk, is this adamantine or orichalcum?
The blade itself is going to be adamantine, but on the guard of the sword, what would protect the hands, or in this case his mouth, at the tip ends where the souls were held on mlptg, the orichalcum is going to be on both sides of that. So on one side it tells the story from the past that the original Bannermanes.
Yeah.
Side it has Moonplanner's story going forward.
Wonderful. And as like she's confused, it's like, what is that rune? Like, is this part of your game? And then she starts to see like the sword form. I imagine you like the sword starting to come into being from this chunk, starting to pull itself longer and longer until it's long enough for you to just swipe out of the air, make like a generalized like strike, slash to the air that, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe I remember what you were saying, a strike, it's a slash that's enough to make like cut the air itself into like a sonic slash, effectively.
Yes, and so what Moonplanner does is once the sword is held, he will salute with the sword up to his face and then down to Kohinoor, and he will go invisible, throw the sword and the tuxedo into the air, so ripping it off. So those 3 items are floating in the air with the new blade spinning end over end in between the pieces of the tuxedo, and he will leap into the air, catch them, become invisible again, and as the blade is spinning upward, he will do the sonic blade, and it will create an arc of just cracking sound that reverbs off the interior of the building. And he does a hero's pose as he lands to the ground.
Yes, the sonic blast. It's a sonic boom that's loud enough to like make the mirrors on the wall like shudder dangerously for a second. And like as that happens, there's just like a whoo, and she's kind of like looking down like, oh, wow. And she actually like takes a smaller look at your sword. She scrutinizes it. And a historical piece to bet. Magic that we haven't seen in years. She actually like looks incredibly astounded by that. Well, and she pulls her head back, somewhat like satisfied with this particular show. No roll needed. I mean, you made your apex item in front of people. Holy shit. She blinks, like looking over your fashion. I'm sure you are going to inspire a whole new generation of Bannermanes with your just as brave as you are, Mr. Planter.
Moon Planter has just this proud look on his face. He squares himself, up into the center of the end right here.
Mm-hmm.
He will salute Kohinoor. And I don't know if our voices being projected outward, or is it just the visual?
Oh, like people can hear what she's saying, what you're saying here.
It wasn't like that in the previous round, though. Did they install like speakers or something?
I imagine what you want to be heard is heard.
All right.
Magic.
Moon Planter will say, "From the past to the present to the future, the Bannermanes will live on, for timeless glory."
For timeless glory, she says. Of course, you hear the first two people outside that triple you guys hear is Fireheart, who's got like a single tear in her eye because that was so beautiful. She says, "For timeless glory." She's saluting, and of course, just not too far away. "For timeless glory," says this.
Triple, are we supposed to say it?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to say for time.
Oh.
I just said it though, so
yes. This is like
fine.
And to not, or go ahead. Sorry.
No, nothing.
And final thing Moon Planter will say is, and to not take away from the main focus of this, I am wearing a breakaway tuxedo crafted by Mystique, masterfully crafted. No creases, no seams, perfectly fitted, and it perfectly conceals all of my equipment underneath. And
did you just say Mystique?
Magnifique.
Yeah.
Magnifique.
And yeah, she kind of like looks down. She really did a good job with your ensemble. Yes, I would say the Moon Planter look, and she gives a big old thumbs up. Not everybody has thumbs. Like. And
Moon Planter does. He gives her a thumbs up back.
Right, you do. Yep. And she kind of nods to you, and then to everybody else behind. All right. Come on,
Rash.
Don't be shy.
There, Starcy, you've got to show her after that entrance you made.
No, believe me. I'm here to make a statement.
Do it.
Moon Planter hoof bumps you on the way by.
For any pony that doubted you.
Is anybody? Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Like everybody's fucking calling Cersei an old woman.
Yes.
Ever since you fucking got
From the
here, bro.
unsightly to this point.
Unsightly to the dome. Like.
Don't get him, Cersei.
Okay, this is gonna take a little bit of whatever, but she's going to, I don't know, confidently strut up in her dress.
Don't overthink it.
Sarsparillas surprise.
She just gives a quick bow. She doesn't have much to say, but what she'll do is she's going to shoot. She still has a little bit of her glass, right?
Yes.
And she's going to produce her bow and 2 arrows. And she's going to, like, I don't know, modify the shot so that the fucking glass is always going to leave, like, a red trail around it.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to shoot straight up into the air twice. Also with her... I need to fucking find the thing. Also modded with Seeger Arrow, targeting herself. So as soon as the 2 shots reach their apex, they point straight down and start going to her.
Mm-hmm.
and then she like they're starting to fall down. She looks Kohinoor in the eye. Miss Kohinoor, I'm here to make a statement. And she takes a third fucking arrow and she slices along the bottom of her dress and kind of make, like in action movies when shit gets real and like the lady's wearing a dress, she has to cut it to like,
Yeah.
This is my statement. And she throws away the fucking strip of torn cloth. And then while she's glowing purple, doing all the fucking crazy magic shit in her eyes or whatever, she's going to take off into the air and start essentially dancing and dodging her arrows. Just dancing all around the fucking flying and dancing all around the room. And every time she sort of like pauses in a different direction, there's like a different like a very revealing and like sexy like combat pose, right? Flies over here, dodging the arrows, flies over here, also dodging the arrows, and then like, just making a big show of it. And then reaching the apex of her flight about I don't know, let's say like 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
She, suspends herself in the air as best she can with a very powerful pose. And if you follow the arrows as they're leaving behind their red trail, it sort of makes a symbol of a V and a T in the air.
Nice.
For the Velvet Trickster.
The Velvet Trickster, very nice.
And then she slowly floats down. And that is it. She turns away and she turns around and starts walking her way. She doesn't need her fucking judgment.
Yeah.
She knows she's hot.
Face.
She knows she's hot. She's just gonna start walking away.
No.
With her torn away fucking dress.
Darcy went from granny to mommy.
And she looks like there's like a murmuring out, like, what is the crystal dragon gonna say about this? And for a moment it looks as if almost she disapproves. Very well then, I accept your statement. she says
yeah, I wanted to do the ripped thing because also
yes.
Everybody fucking makes fun of her ripped ass sleeve, so she's
yes.
it's her statement to make ripped a fucking cool ass look.
Oh yeah,
Swift is applauding.
Oh yeah, like you made a statement, and by the looks of it, by the claps that even the Crystal Dragon is giving you, a statement made indeed. You don't need my approval. You're strong enough on your own. Magnifique really knows how to pick them, and she smiles. And the crowd starts to like kind of mutter outside. Triple, of course, you're getting like the commoner's perspective on this, Triple, pretty much. Like they're like, oh, did you see that? I wonder if they're gonna bring in ripped fashion next year. Like that whole thing. Like, there seems to be the general murmuring.
I'm gonna say that fucking show was so powerful that there's a couple people in the crowd ripping their clothes right now.
Oh yeah, there's probably like a couple that like you've had just like normal tuxedos. You just see them just like it's like right over there, right here. 1, 2, 3. But that was 600 gold. It's worth more now. like
the power of this ball. He
oh
says
yeah.
To himself.
Oh yeah.
Everyone here is so obsessed with fashion that obviously the most fashionable people basically rule everyone else.
Who's the next?
Yeah. I believe we have Mango, Fortuna, and Electra left. That stepped forward here.
I'll go.
All right.
All right.
Break a leg, Electra.
Thank you. She strides forward. You notice that Pollux is sitting on her back for once. He's actually landed on her. Normally he's around like just flying, but
Pollux.
He's come back down to land. All right. So she looks a little nervous, but she strides up and then seems like she gains her confidence and strides forward, gliding down the runway with a natural grace. Her coat begins to glow a familiar, brilliant crimson as magic crackles over her fur. So she's going to cast fireball, one of the split ones,
Mhm.
and it's going to be like a hydraulic. It's also going to have energy fusion with it, and it'll have a hydraulic, so it's got like steam in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So she's going to shoot one on either side, so that there's like giant steam balls.
Yeah.
So she leaps forward as 2 blue fireballs fly into the open air, bursting into steam a moment before the shockwave hits. Her body glows even brighter as a shimmering golden raven made from pure light flies away from her just as Pollux takes off from her back, both flying up and around her. And she does that with spell Trickster and Shimmering Light. You can make her
Nice. That's so base.
wild lights.
Oh yeah.
All right. So she's almost at the middle, and she jumps through time and appears directly in the center of the room. And with all the fog in the air, and with Pollux and the other raven made of light circling up around her, she casts scintillating pattern right at the focus of the room.
Nice. And yes. As you does it feel like yes, okay, cool. Awesome. Is this oh yes, we'll say inside the pattern. So you just kinda like whoosh like right here just so it's visible, but yeah. And
hopefully that like reacts with the room and like all the fog and everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like that combined with the mirrors and the fact that like some of the mirrors obviously like touch this fog and get a little fogged up from that whole thing, and it definitely like does like a really cool effect to occlude parts of your illusion, like the illusion above. And she you gotta gasp like, oh, I have been wondering if you were going to come up here. I've been particularly particularly interested to get a closer look at these wonderful patterns. They're a sorcerer, and certainly a strong spellcaster, a model, even, for most others to follow in your footsteps. What is your message?
You didn't think of a message.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
You could influence this entire society to do whatever you want because they think it's fashionable. You got to think of at least doing something funny.
She kind of like maybe she starts to kind of like supplement it, right? Like she's kind of like pondering. Message that she's thinking. Maybe. Well, the strong silent type seems to be more of a message. She like tilts her head. As you certainly are strong. Anybody would be able to see that. And
why, thank you.
Yes. I
suppose a message I guess I could have is maybe be a little bit more modest.
Modesty, she says, like like kind of whispering a little bit. Hey, in combination with all your stuff, hey, Electra, could I have a diplomacy roll?
Certainly.
Wonderful.
Dippy time.
Oh my gosh, Base, you guys are on fire today. And she smiles. Well, Miss Electra, I can assure you, this next year will be all the more modest. And of course, encourage others to do the same.
Absolutely. And she gives Kohenor a bow.
Yes. There are people outside Triple that are rapidly writing down the word modesty. Like,
that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they are like hanging on to every word that comes forth right now. Like
yeah, it should be expected.
Like
it's to be expected.
Like Oldbird down the way, you actually just see him like he's still in his saluting stance, but he's like crying. Like this is the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. He hasn't been to this ball. Oh yes, he's only ever seen it from afar. Like this is wonderful to him. Like people are literally like getting emotional over hearing just the word modesty. Like
damn, I never thought about that.
Yeah. She's making a very positive change.
You know what, Mimli? Let Mango go first. I got something for the finale.
Alright. Alright, are you thinking about saving the best for last? But I suppose second to last is just as good, right? Then he starts kind of going up. And he's kind of over here, right? Alright, you are the... he kind of like thinks, I don't think anybody told him the name of the dragon.
No.
You are the crystally one, you. He says, pointing kind of like up to her. Yes, I am. And who are you? I am Eugene Mango, inventor extraordinaire, and this is my V7. And he...
It's just an ad. That's...
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, he pulls out his toaster in front of God herself, pretty much. Like, it's just like, this is my toaster. Like, he's just kind of showing her this. And of course, it does more than just toast, a home defense system, the whole 9 yards, right? Like, he starts kind of going over his, and she starts, like, looking around, looking at his fashion piece, you know, just like, are you always this entrepreneurial? He kind of, like, looks around. I mean, yes, it is what I do. I invent, I sell. It's, you know, I have to do things to help, he kind of thinks of salesman-y things to say. Keep the common people safe. You know, while making their toast, of course. And she kind of, like, looks down, and she starts describing, like, you know, parts of his outfit. Now, the thing is that she seems to be describing, like...
The
what?
Oh, the dragon is.
Yeah, like, the dragon is describing parts of Mango's outfit, and the odd thing is that she's describing what's on his token right now. A bow tie? You know, I should have known you'd be some sort of salesman. And starts, like, you know, like, ripping on the look that is in his Mango token right here that's up front. However, he's not wearing any of that stuff. He's wearing, you know, like, the new ensemble that was put on him by Magnifique. That Swift had taken from Cafe's collection. And she's just like, she's going on about this. Stripes down the way, you look like some sort of villain. No, I think you just came here to sell your contraptions. Less so than impress me. And she says, and he doesn't even shy away from it. Precisely! Like, just immediately, like, oh, well, look at that. Well, I suppose that we are done here. I don't think that I want bow ties and that getup. I don't want people looking like villains in my city. And, she says this. He kind of like, there's boos for, like, mutters and boos and, like, jeering from outside, like, get off the stage, like that whole thing. Very well, I did my best. And he picks up his V7. Come on, V7, we have to go somewhere else and skedaddle. Like, he does this weird walk, like, out. He doesn't look like Ed. He doesn't look upset about it at all. He's just kind of just like, well, you can't win them all, you know.
Wait, Mango.
I believe in you, Mango.
Huh?
You forgot to tell her
What did I forget?
where your suit came from.
Oh, of course. And he kind of like goes like right up here. In case it matters, he says, he kind of like he holds up his thing. We got this suit from Magnificent, Magnifique. That's the one. And he kind of gestures to this. Oh my gosh, Triple outside on the thing. The moment that he comes back with the gall to say this, like her, like she looks surprised at this. The Crystal Dragon, like, Magnifique made that, right? You know, like she looks absolutely what? Like everybody else also has like the same thing. Magnifique made that suit. She doesn't like it. The Crystal Dragon doesn't like Magnifique's thing. You know, like they're astounded by this current thing. I just thought you ought to know. I know everybody else here kind of has like a little tagline, that kind of thing. Credit due where credit's due. You might want to go take it up with her. I just kind of put on the thing, and she smiled.
Destroyed. This was a bad idea.
Yes. And he's like, all right, tally ho. Like I said, he doesn't even seem like at all like upset by this. He's just kind of like, hey, you can't win them all, you know, like that's his whole thing.
You did just fine, though. I think everyone's going to be really impressed by your V7, at least.
Hey!
So just gonna pat him on the back.
And he's kind of nods. I'm sure I could get a couple. There was some interest in the crowd, let me tell you. Take it
You did perfect.
Take it away, Vox. Tap tap.
Oh. Okay, so Fortuna is actually feeling nervous for the first time since the installation of the emotion chip because
I told you to wait.
Try not to get upstaged by the toaster.
I told you to wait.
Well, I do not know what to say because the one thing that I can do best, I cannot show it because it would kill everybody in this room.
Oh.
So, let me think. Everybody here is concerned about the future, but what if we were to look stuff we did in the past instead? Why don't we remember some of the good old days? And I'm gonna pull out the Spirit Temporis.
Nice.
And we are gonna look up at the previous years of the ball, the highlights. Remember, we are so focused on the future that we forget the good clothing items that we wore in the past that could make a comeback at some point. This whole ensemble is all made of past stuff. Look at this. There's a zoot suit. Who wears turbans like this anymore anyway? So let's look at the past. Let's see what we have. Also, this is the wrong one. The Spirit Force is this. Yes. I don't actually have the.
Yes. I could drag that in your inventory. But yeah, no, you pull out the.
Yeah.
She pulls out
Miss
the. Yes, she says.
What year would you like to remember? I'm sure there's a lot of them.
Wow, and she considers a year. 235. What fashion do you think, Miss Teller, would be best to come back for this upcoming year? I'm sure you'd be wise to tell us. She smiles and waits for your answer.
Well, I'm gonna activate the crystal ball. Let's see.
All right. Let's see. I need oh boy, you're making me look at fashions now.
You could have just gone for the felt flip of 26 to make it easy on you, but yeah.
I could have done the felt flip of 26. Damn it! I want to choose the felt flip of 26 now. That's such a good idea. You know what? Fuck it. We rolled. Look.
You are gone.
We rolled a 26. Okay.
There.
Wow! And your crystal ball goes to the past, wherein you see in your very space, and everybody could see this obviously in the projection that is just going on above. You see that there are in fact the people who were there at the felt flip of 26, Magnifique's impression of them initially, and then going through this whole thing, it's almost like she herself is enraptured in your telling, those were the good old days, right? The good old days. Yes, I think that we can bring that back, she says, pretty confidently. Thank you, Teller, she says. Madame, I should say, Fortuna.
Madame Fortuna. Yeah, the saying Miss Fortuna is actually very young.
Yes. she kind of nods. Indeed. And she gives a little bit of a bow. You've heard it here, folks. The felt flip is back.
This one's on the house, by the way. No charge.
All right. And I think those are the only people who came up to strut their stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And has
my statement. I'm good.
Yep. And she takes herself, she actually her wings up through the top into the open space that's right above, whooshing out to the many oohs and ahs, taking everybody's attention briefly away from their rapid note taking. Once again, Cammy probably bowls over Fireheart. Move! I need the picture. And she's just starts snapping. She wants that picture. She's click. That's her whole thing. She says it every single time she pushes that button.
Did she just steal your soul?
technically, no. She says, like, pushing up her glasses and trying to, like, arrange them back on her face. And then, as she kind of, like, raises her wings, her voice still magnified out, reverberates through everything. And that will conclude our wonderful fashion ball. Our wonderful fashion, the wonderful fashion show here at the ball, she says. You've heard all their messages. You've heard my opinions on them. Now go on. Make yourselves fashionable. Make yourselves bigger, better. Of course, above all else, beautiful. Whoosh. All the lights at once kind of go off, and then, like, you know, like change colors into like a different, more like nightlightish kind of hue, just to kind of light up the streets all at once. So in a way that's, you know, more indicative to people walking around without so many dark areas around. And then she flies off in the direction of her castle.
Nice.
Huh. The show was a riveting success, I must say.
Oh yeah.
But tonight, agree. Let's go eat.
And going back down the runway, I think that's where
How
we're
are you hungry for?
I think that's where we're gonna end session today, y'all.
Okay. Oh shit.
Well, shoot,
That was good.
outstanding session.
Yeah.
Ooh, wonderful fashion show, all. I'm gonna go ahead and push the
We
button.
finally did it.
We did it! We did the thing!
Whoa!
Happy Odyssey.
Party
too.
to deal with.
Yeah, happy Odyssey.
Happy Odyssey.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Darcy, we need to cook
We-
right now. We need to cook.
Alright.